That's why I'm here. He's
This is a presentation of the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Any other use of this telecast or any pictures, descriptions,
Oh,
or
I can't
accounts of
watch
the
him
game
there.
without the Oklahoma Sports
can't
Network's
watch him
consent
there.
is
I'm gonna
prohibited.
yak.
It may not be reproduced or
When are we
retransmitted
going
in
on?
any form, and the
Like-
accounts and
Started already.
descriptions of
Okay.
this game may not be used without express written consent.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell, and our producer Cassandra Taylor tonight. We are at Chad Richardson Stadium, University of Central Oklahoma, Edmond, Oklahoma tonight. State championship game, Class 2A1 between the Jones Longhorns and the Washington Warriors. What a battle. This one has been building for years as Jones and Washington have faced in five now. This makes 5 of the last 6 years these two teams have faced in the playoffs, and they have met in the regular season twice. So, Tessa,
Yes.
you've experienced this year after year as
Yes.
a family member of a coach, as an alumnus of Jones High School, as a broadcaster. What's going through your mind as Jones faces a team in Washington that they've, over the last 5 years, not been able to beat in the playoffs?
You know, it's pretty interesting now, being a broadcaster. At the moment, the word I think of is there's some nerves here, right? There's a lot riding on this. And getting to talk to my dad this week, I was just telling him, you know, there's not a better matchup or a better story written out here than to meet them back at the state championship. But the thing with Washington is they have a lot of experience here at UCO, at this stadium. The last time Jones won a state championship was that 2016 season, and it was all the way at Moore. So this atmosphere is something that Jones hasn't necessarily seen, but they know what an atmosphere is like against Washington. So it'll be interesting to see how that experience kind of plays out tonight, how Jones handles that. And, of course, you know, they've got to play a clean game tonight, even in this environment, as wild it's going to be, as fun as it's going to be for them. But they just have to take care of business.
Taking care of business, and that's what Jones has done all season. They've had a couple of games now, the last 2 games in the playoffs, where we thought, oh, boy, this is going to be a tough game.
Yes.
Sequoia Tahlequah pushed them a little bit in the second quarter. Then Jones came out in the second half and just pulled away.
Yes.
Against Marlowe, Jones ended up trailing by a point at halftime in that game. You thought, oh, no, Marlowe found a little momentum, found something late in the second quarter. That Jones defensive line dominated the second half of that football game. It ended up being a nice win for the Jones Longhorns in the semifinal game as they come up victorious 48-21, did not give up any points in the second half and put 28 on the board. I mean, it was a 28-0 second half for Jones.
Yes. Yeah, I listened. It was pretty exciting to hear. And, of course, to recap that with my dad was super cool.
To recap it with your dad.
To
Awesome.
recap it.
You know, going back, we were just talking. So Jones has not been in a state championship game since they won back in 2016.
Yes.
That was a 16-6 win over the Plainview Indians. Washington, this is their 6th straight championship game.
Yeah.
They've won the last 3. They're looking for number 4. They lost in 2021 to Marlowe, 17-13. They lost in 2020 to Metro Christian, 48-37. The last 3 years, Washington has defeated Millwood, and last year was a nail-biter, low-scoring game, 7-6 the final score in that one.
I remember that. Yes, because, working for all these working for Oklahoma Sports Network and having watched a lot of state championships, they aren't typically that low scoring or that close necessarily. So that was a great game last year, and I remember seeing it.
I need to make mention now, we are in that countdown to kickoff. We have about 16 minutes on the scoreboard before we get to the start of this football game. Bank First is our sponsor of the countdown to kickoff. Bank First in Oklahoma offers valuable banking solutions, including checking accounts, savings accounts, commercial loans, treasury services, and much more. Bank online with their mobile app. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you. Located at 9285 North Hiwassee Road in Jones, member FDIC. So Jones, the 6 years running now in the state, Washington 6 years running in the state championship. Jones consistently in the state playoffs, going back through their history. It's been a long time since this Jones team has not been. I think 2009, the last year that they were not in the playoffs, and were in the second round the following year and have been in ever since. They've played in a couple of state championship games. They lost a state championship game to Hennessy back in 2011. Lost that game 21-7. They lost last year in the quarterfinals. Remember that game?
Yeah.
Metro Christian Academy.
Yeah, that was a heartbreaker.
Close game, 27-21. The year before, they lost to this Washington team. You want to talk about a close game.
Man, and that was a great game. And some crazy, actually, the quarterback at the time now plays here, Clayton Creasy, plays here at UCO, and they had a great team, Jones did, and honestly, of all the years, that may have been my favorite matchup to watch play out just because it was such a tight game and one of the most exciting matchups that Jones has had against Washington. If they play like that tonight, this will be, of course, a tight game, but Jones will, if they can keep it clean, will have a good outcome.
I think that last game, it did. The last time they played Washington in the playoffs, that semifinal game in 2023, did that come down to a 2-point conversion attempt?
I believe so.
A 35-34 game was the final.
Yes.
That's what stuck in my
Well,
head,
they
but it may not be right.
Jones got down by about 2 touchdowns at that year, I believe. Quarterback lost his contact. Couldn't see very well there for the last couple rounds. He wears some pretty cool glasses now when he plays here at UCO. Okay. But it was just some wild circumstances in that game. So Jones was in a bit of a chase situation, if I remember correctly, and they just couldn't get back on top there at the end.
So looking at the lineups, looking at these two teams as we kind of break them down, let's talk about the Jones offense real quick. We have over in one of the tabs, Cassandra, we have the different starting lineups for each team. I'm not sure where I put that. It may be in the game day tab. There we go. So we've got each offense and each defense. If you can bring up the Jones offense for us real quick, that'll just go over our faces. But we've got that Jones offense in there. Let's break that offense down real quick. The starting lineup for the Jones offense, we have the left tackle, Jack Mendoza, a senior. The left guard, Garrett Clark, a junior. Our center is Dom Harris, a senior. The right guard, Ty Duran, a sophomore. Right tackle is Omar Ruiz Mendez, a junior. Tight end is Trip Rogers. Wide receivers, we have Hunter Purvis, Carlos Hardiman, Evan Collier lined up. Hunter's a junior. Carlos and Evan are both seniors. The starting running back, John Quay Johnson, is a junior. You'll also see taking or swapping reps with him frequently during the game, sophomore Jose Taylor. And then we have the quarterback, Asen Hansen. Now, our offense for the Washington Warriors, let's jump over to that real quick. The offense for the Washington Warriors, we have a couple of offensive guards in Gunnar Baker and Sam Cantrell, who are both seniors. The offensive tackles are both sophomores. They have both tackles for Washington are sophomores.
Yeah.
Trip Wilson and Evan Painter. The center is a senior, Kingston Stringer. Tight end, Case Alexander, among others who will line up at tight end for the Washington Warriors. Case is a junior. Cade Babcock, a junior receiver. Cash Sides, a senior receiver. Javen Hall, a senior running back. Josiah Dickerson, a sophomore running back. And then that sophomore quarterback for Washington has not been playing like a sophomore. Creed Barrett, over 3,000 yards passing last year as a freshman, a little over 2,000 yards passing this year as a sophomore. So goodness gracious. I mean, when we look at and we've got some stats for quite a few stats for the Jones players, and we start breaking those down. Just a phenomenal performance by the Jones offense. But when we start looking at that Washington offense, I find it striking that you have a couple of seniors and then a couple of sophomores at very key positions on the offensive line. A sophomore quarterback. Is that something that the Jones defense can exploit? Will there be decisions made that are bad decisions by those sophomore players?
You'd like to hope over here on this side of it, huh? That's one thing, though, about the culture of both these football teams, and we kind of talked about it earlier. Jones and Washington both are great school communities and athletic communities. So the thing with Washington is, sure, maybe he's a sophomore, but he's been immersed and surrounded by Washington football for a while now. And that really changes the game and what they can expect coming into this game. So I don't know if that necessarily means there will be more mistakes to exploit, because I believe every player out here has been immersed in their program far before they reach high school.
Yeah, and you're right. When you have these types of cultures and these types of programs, you have a community that supports, you have that legacy that keeps things going, then you have all the resources to make sure that the training, the workout, the physical fitness, and the discipline is all in place. Mm-hmm. So we have the coin flip about to take place down on the field. Our coin flips brought to you by Bell Bonds by Tamara. Have you missed the ball on paying a ticket? Call Bell Bonds by Tamara at 405-200-5110. 15-plus years of serving the community. Bell Bonds by Tamara. Team captains on the field for the Jones Longhorns. We have Luke DeBusk, number 12, Carlos Hardiman, number 7, Jack Mendoza, number 56, and Asen Hansen, number 1, all seniors, of course. And this is going to be an audio only, other than we'll have the camera on us here in the press box at times. This will be an audio only broadcast. The only live video of this game will be on the NFHS network. You can go to NFHSnetwork.com. NFHS stands for National Federation of High Schools. You do have to pay to be able to watch it there. It's not free like our Oklahoma Sports Network. But that will be the only video allowed of the game. Jones won the coin toss. Again, coin flip brought to you by Bell Bonds by Tamara. Jones won the coin toss and have deferred to the second half. So Washington will receive the opening kick. As we stand here in this press box, we're on the west side of the field looking east, and this field runs north to south. Washington will be going from the north end zone toward trying to score on the south end zone, which has a nice waterfall behind it.
It does. It's pretty nice. And since they've moved it here, they always get some cool media shots and things with the waterfall and the gold ball and all that fun stuff. It's a really cool atmosphere to be able to play at UCO. They have such nice facilities here comparatively, playing it at high schools and things like that in the past. This is a pretty neat experience for these kids.
This is a beautiful facility, and it has a big, wide sideline. So you don't have to worry about players running off the sideline and running into a wall like at OU or OSU, right?
Or into you. Listen, I was a sideline reporter before I got this gig, this upgrade up here. And there's some sidelines I've been on in Guthrie specifically. And Carl Albert isn't known for having an undersized team typically, where you have to run for your life a little bit to avoid getting hit. So these big sidelines are pretty helpful.
All right, well, let's go ahead and take a look at the defenses now as we're getting ready for these teams to come out on the field. Let's take a look at that Jones defense that's been so dominant in goal line stops, fourth down stops with inches to go. They come up so huge with sack after sack last week on Hudson Morgan of the Marlowe Outlaws. Just performed phenomenally well in that second half last week. Now at the defensive tackle position, we have a sophomore, Ben Williams, number 22. Ben has been playing phenomenally well on that defensive line. Anchoring the middle of that line, Big Mike, as he's sometimes called, number 72, Michael Renfro, a junior. He missed a couple of games later in the season.
He did. But you know what? He's back and ready to go, and that's all that matters, right?
That's it. We also have a senior in that defensive tackle position, Dorian Wiley, number 20. We've seen him make play in the backfield after play as he has had quite a few tackles for loss this season. And then at the linebacker positions, number 12, Luke DeBusk. We've
Man.
called his name over and over again.
Yes, and that's one of the biggest advantages of the Jones Longhorns defense is Luke DeBusk is one of the most relentless players across the state in any class. So to have him here tonight may be a place where you do exploit the age of some of those offensive key players for Washington.
And then you have a junior at linebacker, Jesse Hernandez Jr., number 42, transferred into the Jones program, and he has come up big play after play. He's always in there putting pressure on the quarterback, it seems. And he plays a linebacker position where you'll see him lined up in what looks more like a defensive end at times. He has some speed off the edge. You have Noah Norris, who is a junior, number 36 at linebacker. And then the sophomore, Eli DeBusk, who doesn't have the size of Luke, but he's got some speed and plays very disciplined football at the linebacker position. Your two corners, number 2, Derek Templeton, and number 4, Cade Templeton, both sophomores. They're in there, and Derek has been huge here late in the season. Both corners getting the job done defending the pass. Derek's come up with some big interceptions late in the season.
Yes, and honestly, one of Jones's issues in the past, especially in playoffs against these Washington teams that have beat them, is the secondary. That's where a lot of the holes are shown and a lot of the issues seem to come about is Washington, like Jones, has versatility on offense where your corners get lost in the mix of everything and sometimes your safeties drop down too much as well. So tonight, them playing well is vital for a successful outcome for Jones, just to make sure that history doesn't repeat itself where Washington can exploit that secondary.
And then that corner, Derek Templeton, you'll find him returning kicks frequently during the game as well. Our safeties at free safety or weak safety, if you will, Drew Thomas, number 10, is a junior, and Jet Bybee, number 9. Is Jet a junior? Is that right? For some reason, I had in my mind that he was a freshman, and then when I was going through the roster and putting this stuff up, I'm like, no,
can you
he's
imagine?
a junior.
Yeah, can you imagine? Yeah, you get to keep him for a couple more years like that. Oh, my goodness.
He showed some speed, returning some interceptions for long gains and touchdowns here late in the season.
Yes.
Now I'm sorry, go ahead.
He's come up. We've said his name a lot here in playoffs specifically and towards the end of the season. And we've said his name, during the regular season and things like that, but he's really stepped up here as the season has gone on.
Let's take a look at that Washington defense, Cass. Washington defensive starters, we have a nose tackle, Lane Taylor, a senior. Defensive ends, Hunter Sanders, a junior. Ricky Ramirez, a senior. Linebackers, Jaron Gordon, a junior. Case Alexander, a junior. And Blake Heiliger, a senior. We have that nickel linebacker is a sophomore, Henry Mann, nickel linebacker. Someone that may fall into coverage a lot or be moved around the field in some different positions. You have the cornerbacks, senior Dawson Thomas, and also senior Braden Hutchison. Strong safety, Cade Babcock's a junior, and the free safety is a senior, Kinzer Scott. One of the things I did notice as I started putting in the starters for Washington has more players that we see starting on both sides of the ball.
Yes.
There's not a single name for Jones that is listed as a starter on offense and defense.
And that's a difference in philosophy at Jones, and I've asked about this a lot, thought about this a lot. Jones wants to eliminate that as much as possible because maybe you are the best man at the position, but you're already the quarterback. That may mean as the game goes on, you wouldn't be the best man in that position later on in the game as you get tired. You want to be the best man throughout the duration of the game. You don't want to be the best man, for the first half and then get tired come third quarter, and you can't be the best man on both sides of the ball. So, Jones is pretty fortunate in that regard, especially as a two-way school, to not have to repeat those names on both sides of the roster.
Striking as a two-way school to not have that.
So we'll see if that comes into play here. You never know. This is going to be a tight game, so we think, and that could be a huge difference, especially as physical as both of these teams are.
Could that be why Jones pulled away from Sequoia Tahlequah in the second half? Why they pulled away from Marlowe in the second half? Why they pulled away from Oklahoma Christian in the second half? Because these guys are a little fresher. Now, it doesn't mean that none of those players are playing both sides of the ball, but they're not playing as many snaps on both sides of the ball because they're not a starter in those positions.
Yes, exactly.
Obviously, you have some of those offensive starters or say defensive starters, Luke DeBusk, for example, who's a starter at linebacker, you're going to see him come in and take snaps at more of a fullback type position, but he's not starting at tailback, for example.
No, and those reps have been very limited this year as opposed to years prior. Jones is very deep in that running back position where, the wildcat set or the heavy set isn't always necessary anymore because there's so much diversity in the running back position without having to go with a heavy set. So
we're about ready to go. The Jones team and the Washington teams both huddled up on the field. Jones is on the near sideline right here in front of us. Coaches huddled up with them now having a talk. The Washington team is headed out onto the field. Washington in white uniforms, red numbers, red helmets. Jones in their black uniforms, white numbers, white helmets tonight. Hey, we're a long way from the field up here in this tall press box, but we could see those numbers clearly.
That's exciting, isn't it? That's always a big day up here for us. You called me and said to get the binoculars, but I fear we might not need them.
We may not. Well-lit field?
Very. That was an issue to start. Our cameras and things, trying to get them evened out.
So we are about ready to go. Again, our countdown brought to you by Bank First in Oklahoma. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you. They're located at 9285 North Hiwassee Road, right in Jones, folks. Go in and let them know that you appreciate them being a sponsor here of our stream, bringing you Jones High School sports. Bank First is member FDIC. Cash Marenko, the kicker for the Jones Longhorns. Back deep, I believe we have number 6, Cade Babcock, junior wide receiver and defensive back. He starts both sides of the ball, and he's one of the deep men on kickoff returns.
If y'all see me making weird faces, I'm sorry.
And that flat kick goes right past all of them. Babcock has to pick it up at the 10, and he is going down at the 12-yard line. Mistake by Babcock. I wonder if he thought that ball was going to roll out of bounds.
I almost think that, but honestly as well, last week looking at the forecast, this may have nothing to do with it. My dad and I and everybody was talking about how nice the weather we were going to have tonight. It's pretty cold, too. I think a little bit shocking for some of these teams. And with that, he may not have been prepared for that ball or been able to read it real well. It takes a different bounce when it's this cold out.
Our first quarter sponsor brought to you by Hotella Construction. And we'll talk about Hotella Construction a little bit in just a moment. Creed Barrett, the quarterback for the Washington Warriors, shotgun, hands it off. A little sweep coming around the right side. Good gain on the first down play. Picks up about 4 yards, I believe. Almost 5 yards on the gain.
There's not enough sour candy in the world right now. Oh, my goodness. That's one thing Jones is going to have to monitor. They're so fast off the snap, Washington's offense is. You're going to have to make a read really fast and make a quick decision to stop them.
2 backs in the backfield. Barrett there in shotgun. And a good stop by the Jones defense. A gain of only 1, probably not even a full yard on the play.
It's already high tensions down there, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a great stop by the Jones defensive line. They just plugged the holes there and didn't allow anything. Third down and 4 for Washington. Again, this is the state championship game, Class 2A1, the Washington Warriors versus your Jones Longhorns. Barrett stays in shotgun with 2 backs, drops back, looking to pass. Has a little time, well defended. Looked like there was maybe some contact just before the ball got there, but not enough to warrant a flag.
I was going to say, what do you mean?
Derek Templeton on defense, and it's a 4th and 4 for the Washington Warriors. The Longhorns get a stop and force a punt.
That's a great start for Jones defense right there. And this game is going to be physical, as that offensive drive for Washington just showed. You know, there's a lot of combativeness happening there at the line of scrimmage. So tonight's it's going to be a long night.
Good snap. Punt is up. High punt. Taken. Boy, it is. Drew Thomas just kind of waiting on that one. It hung in the air and then fell a little shorter than he thought. He had to dive forward to catch it with defenders in his face, but he catches it at the Jones 49. So Jones will start with great field position in this ball game. 10:22 on the clock in the first quarter, 0-0 the score.
All right, this will let us know the whole tone of the game right here, at least for this first half.
Hanson in shotgun. Johnson in the backfield. Hanson keeps it, follows Johnson. Big hole up the middle. Breaking tackles across the Washington 40 to the 38-yard line.
That's a good start, and you just got to ride the momentum right now. You got to ride with it.
13-yard gain on the first down play. Hanson again. This time he hands it off to Johnson. Johnson, another big hole up the middle, across the 30 down to the 29. There's a late hit coming in. Falling on Johnson late was Henry Mann, that nickel linebacker. 8-yard gain on the run by Johnson. 21 yards on 2 carries for Jones. Johnson keeps it this time, just dives forward for a gain of 3 and another Jones first down. Jones' offensive line's winning the battle on the first 3 plays.
They are right now, and that's a great thing to see for them, especially with the front that Washington offers. That's a good thing to see early on in this game.
Hanson keeps it, goes off the left side of the line, picks up 5 on the carry. Maybe call that a gain of 4.
We'll see. Yeah.
So this first down sponsor, Hotella Construction, reminds you that you are the coach and your house is the team. It's time for you to call a timeout and make adjustments.
That's one of my favorite ones we have.
Hanson drops back to pass. He's got an open man in Purvis near the sticks. It's going to be, he gives him the forward progress past the sticks, first down for Jones. Call that a 7-yard gain.
There we go.
Hotella Construction reminds you it's time for you to call a timeout and make adjustments. Your roof provides protection like an offensive line. Your gutters clean up like a good secondary. And your siding, well, your siding should be like a stadium packed with spectators full of pride and excitement. Whatever your repair or renovation needs, Hotella Construction is locally owned and only a call away. 405-812-4236. Hotella Construction. 4-yard gain on the first down by Jones. What happened on that play?
They brought in Luke DeBusk there as the lead blocker on that. Asen carried. Got him a couple yards there, tried to follow Luke, and then veered off towards the right in the middle of the field.
2nd and 6 for Jones. Hanson in shotgun. Johnson to his right. Hands off. No, keeps it. Looking to pass. Rose to his left. Fires it into the end zone. Oh, caught by Hunter Purvis, but I think he was out of bounds.
Yeah, I don't think he got that one. It was good, great play, just a little behind.
Yeah, I thought the pass was way too high for him, and somehow he managed to get his hands on it.
Try it again.
3rd down and 6 for Jones. They are in the Hotella Construction red zone now. It is a 3rd and 6 at the 12-yard line. Again, Hotella Construction, 405-812-4236. Hanson in shotgun, Johnson at his left, twins on each side of the field. Hanson keeps it, hit from behind early, breaking tackles inside the 5, first down and goal for the Jones Longhorns.
There we go, Ace. He's got such a fight in him that in a game like this is where you need someone like Ace and Hanson running your offense. They bring back in Luke DeBusk there.
That's an 8-yard carry. Somehow he picked up 8 even after a hand got on him in the backfield. Jones really just doing everything right on this possession other than just
knock on wood,
slightly off target on that one pass in the back of the end zone. Hanson in shotgun with DeBusk at his left. Hanson keeps it, and he's hit hard early. That might have been a busted play. I don't know. There was no following DeBusk on that play. DeBusk went off the right of the center, and Hanson went off the left of the center, and I'm not sure if that play was executed. Maybe it was.
Quite the way it was supposed to.
Yeah. Loss on the play puts them back at the 5-yard line, a loss of 1.
Lucas DeBusk is still out there.
Collier wide right, Purvis wide left. Hanson takes the shotgun.
Oh.
Sidesteps the defender in the end zone. Touchdown, Jones Longhorns.
There we go. You need a play like that early on in this game. You have to set some sort of a positive tone for your team. So that's a great place to be and a great position for Jones to be in to have scored that touchdown here in this first quarter.
6-0, Jones leading the Washington Warriors early in this one. 6:43 left to play in the first quarter.
You know, something we didn't talk about before the game is how important clock management is going to be tonight. With a game that we suspect going to be so close, we'll see how that comes into play later on throughout the game as well. The whistle is blown.
And the point after try, no good. 6-0 is our score. So with 6:43 left to play in the first quarter, we're going to take a quick break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
BankFirst is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. BankFirst, loyal to Oklahoma.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back at Chad Richardson Stadium, University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond. 2A1 state championship, the Jones Longhorns defense got a stop to begin the game. 3 and out, took the punt, 51 yards down the field. Took 5 minutes and 39 seconds to go 51 yards. 10 plays. And put 6 points on the board. They lead 6-0 here over the Washington Warriors. Your drive summary brought to you by Jones Nutrition, where you can energize and fuel your day. And tell us once again, what's your favorite drink at Jones Nutrition, Tessa?
The Miss Oklahoma tea.
The Miss
that one.
Miss Oklahoma. I happen to know her, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or something.
I think most people know, but we have a lot of new people in the audience for this game. Our color commentator here, Tessa Durrell, is the current Miss Oklahoma. Great stop again by the Jones defense. Washington tried to string it out to the left and get to the outside. The Jones defense, disciplined, holding the edge, only giving up 2 yards on the carry.
You know, these stops tonight helps Jones to find places of comfort. In a game like this where you can't expect any point to feel comfortable, you need plays like that, stops like that, offensive drives like Jones just had to make sure you can find points of comfort in this bit of chaotic situation that they're going to find themselves in tonight.
2nd down and 10 for Washington. Barrett and shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield, 2 receivers on the near side of the field, 1 on the far side. Barrett takes the snap. It's high. Hands off. Once again, big stop. And getting it done, Michael Renfro.
Yes. Missed that guy.
A 1 yard gain by Washington gets them to the 44 and a 3rd and 7 coming up for the Warriors. I'm surprised we haven't seen. Well, we have. I shouldn't take that. I should take that back. I started to say I'm surprised we haven't seen the Warriors test the secondary, but we have seen that.
Yes.
We saw Derek Templeton make a great play on a pass earlier.
And Jones really didn't much either yet. I think you have to be careful showing that too early because that's also more of a gamble.
What is the
than
3rd
run.
down and long?
Oh, there
pass
it's,
going
you
down the
asked for
field. It's too long
There you go.
over the head of the intended receiver, number 3, Case Alexander, that tight end. It's a big tight end streaking down the field.
And fast. That was crazy. I mean, he had some speed to get out there as quick as he did, so he's going to be someone Jones will definitely have to watch tonight.
Jackson Mays out on the field to punt for the Warriors, assuming this is not a fake, with a 4th and 7. This will be the second 3 and out for the Warriors offense. Punt kind of low. Thomas gets out of the way. That was going to take a nice Warriors bounce. It's going all the way down to the 6-yard line.
Wow. That's okay. We've gotten out of worse.
So the Longhorns had a 51-yard field on their last possession. They have a 94-yard field in front of them on this possession. 4 minutes and 49 seconds to play in the first quarter.
You know, caveat here, just a little side quest. One thing about playing at UCO, nobody can see this from our cameras, but there's a giant hill right in front of our viewpoint. If I get too nervous, I'm just going to start looking there and see all these kids start to roll down. It's pretty entertaining. Watch some wild people trying to sweep legs out. It's very entertaining.
Kind of like the cheese roll thing over
No, it's
in,
like,
Europe,
like
right?
the side games. It's like, here's a football game, but this is the side entertainment.
Hanson hands this one off. Jose Taylor's hitting the backfield, and he's slung down.
Yeah.
They do give him forward progress right back to the line of scrimmage. May have lost a few inches on the play. We'll call it 2nd and 10.
Oh, and a sweep of the legs. Someone got swept.
These officials have been pretty generous thus far, and I don't mean that they shouldn't have been, but they've been generous with that forward progress. Hanson drops back. He's in the end zone. Under pressure. Good block by Taylor. Fires it down the field. Carlos Hardeman fighting. Did he make the one-hand catch? He pulled it in at the 45-yard line. Oh, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh.
What a catch by Carlos Hardeman.
What a throw. What a catch. All the things. That's awesome. Oh, my goodness. You kidding me? You kidding me?
That's from the 6 to the 44. A 38-yard pass and catch.
Now, stay composed down there. That's one thing that's hard after plays like that.
Hanson looking downfield once again.
He
Lots of time. Still bouncing. Rolls the outside. Check down man's 9 yards downfield. Catches it, and it's a first down.
Man, Jones is up now. Excited on this sideline over here.
Carlos Hardeman took that catch for 11 yards. And it's a 1st and 10 for Jones at the Washington 45-yard line now. In plus territory. 3 receivers on the near side of the field. Who are the green? Is it Hunter Purvis in green tonight? Green shoes?
Yep.
Little swing pass. Evan Collier, who has some great acceleration, but he's not going to get much on that play. He still picks up 2 yards.
Yes. He's a great weapon to this Jones offense. He's, been in the Jones program. He's one of those kids that's been immersed in Longhorn football and really knows what he's doing down there. So he's just a great weapon on this offense for Jones. I got a little excited. I spit on my papers over here.
Hunter Purvis in the neon green shoes tonight. In the neon reddish orange is Carlos Hardeman. We got 4 receivers on the far side of the field. Swinging this one back to Jose Taylor. He spins out of a tackle, fighting for yardage, picks up 3 on the play, and it's going to be a 3rd down and with progress, maybe 4. That's where they put that ball. They put that right on the 40-yard line, so we'll call it 3rd and 5. Going through the air on this possession after mostly on the ground in the last one.
Sorry, I thought they jumped. My bad.
This is the same formation as the last play. Hardeman, the lone receiver on the near side. Now we have men shifting. 10 seconds on the play clock. Collier and is that Trip Rogers that just came out
Swapped
here
over,
to the left side?
Yep.
2 seconds on the play clock. Ball snapped. And a timeout is called on the Jones sideline. With 2 minutes and 24 seconds on the clock, a 3rd and 5 in Washington territory, the Jones offense on the move. We're going to take a timeout here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. and finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed, because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell, our producer, Cassandra Taylor, back at UCO in Edmond for the Class 2A1 state championship game here in football. It's the Jones Longhorns leading the Washington Warriors 6-0. Jones has a 3rd and 5 at the Washington 40-yard line. Hansen keeps it, goes off the right side, slung down for the tackle, but it's after a gain of 11.
And he
First down,
right
Jones.
Pops right back up. He says he's good. He's coming back. He's just one of the toughest runners, especially a quarterback, that I've ever seen.
Comes from a legacy of quarterbacks, grandpa, dad, and 2 brothers. A lot of state championships in the family from the quarterbacking position and the coaching career. Hansen hands this one off to Jose Taylor. He bounces outside on the right, and then he's going to be taken down after a gain of 2. 2nd and 8.
Man, he takes some gnarly hits. Jose knows how to handle it and pops right back up.
He has such a low center of gravity. He's just not very big, but he's so shifty and he sees the field so well. He's so hard to bring down, and they have him for 2 more years.
Yes. Yes.
2nd and 8. Hansen back, lots of time, throws this one over the
There's
top.
the flag.
And there's the first flag of the ball game. That one was almost picked off.
Yeah, we'll see what this flag is.
Watching the replay here, and the flag happened about the point on kind of a hook and go. I'm not sure what happened there. Maybe a defensive hold.
We'll see. The Washington sideline came to come talk about it. It looked like started to walk to ask.
Yeah, defensive holding is the call against Washington. That's an automatic first down for Jones. 10-yard penalty. Puts Jones in the red zone once again. The Hotella Construction red zone. Hotella Construction, siding, windows, roofing, a renovation inside. Call Hotella Construction 405-812-4236. Big hit on Carlos Hardiman out here on the left side is going to result in a 1-yard gain for the Jones Longhorns. Second down and 9 for the Longhorns. They are at the 18-yard line of the Warriors. I'll call it the 17-yard line. 50 seconds left to play here in the first quarter. Hansen in shotgun, 3 receivers on the far side. Johnson in motion from left to the tailback position. Hansen's going to keep this one. He is in trouble.
Man.
Breaking tackle, still on his feet, running around, fires it down the field. He's got Hunter Purvis, and he drops
they ran into each other.
Purvis and Collier
running. No.
What's the oh no?
Purvis is out over there on the sideline. They ran into each other. Purvis is still down on the sideline.
Hunter Purvis is down near the goal line where he run out of bounds after trying to make that catch. Purvis and Collier run into each other. And we are going to take a timeout here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back at Chad Richardson Stadium in UCO, Edmond, Oklahoma, Class 2A1 state championship game. Jones Longhorns lead the Washington Warriors 6-0, 29 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Jones has a 3rd down and 8 in the red zone right now. Hunter Purvis went down on an incomplete pass on the last play. He ended up popping back up to his feet and running, almost sprinting back across the field to the team huddle. Now he is out because he went down. He has to sit out at least one play. He'll probably sit out until the start of the second quarter would be my guess. But it's a 3rd down and 8 for the Jones Longhorns. Hanson's in shotgun. Johnson's in the backfield. Hanson looking for a receiver. He's got plenty of time back there. He's not getting much pressure at all in this game. Still dancing around, looking for a receiver. Rolls to his right, running the ball, and is still on his feet, fighting. He's near the first down marker. That's going to be at least an 8-yard gain. I think he needed 8.5. Call it a 4th and 1 for Jones at the 10-yard line. And that's into the first quarter. All that running on that play by Asen Hanson ate up that entire 29 seconds. That's how much time he had in the backfield. 6-0 the score. Jones leading Washington after 1 quarter of play here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell, back at the Chad Richardson Stadium, University of Central Oklahoma.
Awesome.
Class 2A1 state championship game. The Jones Longhorns lead the Washington Warriors 6-0 after 1 period of play. It is a 4th, and we'll call it short 2, long 1. It's 1.5. 4th, 1.5. Hanson in shotgun. Luke DeBusk at his left. He's following DeBusk at the middle. He's got the first down, about 3 yards, maybe 4 on the game.
Pop up. This is going to be physical as all get out. Some people still.
It's a big pile in there. It's getting physical at the point of tackle, right?
We said this early. This is going to be a tough game, and it's going to be a game of stamina, too. Who's going to be able to handle it?
We have some stats brought to us courtesy of the Oklahoma Secondary School Activity Association. Asen Hanson with 8 carries and 51 yards rushing, touchdown in the first quarter. 2 carries for 11 yards for Jonquay Johnson. Hanson was also 6 for 8 passing for 62 yards. Hanson passing this one through the hands of Carlos Hardiman in the corner of the end zone. Great pass thrown on a rope. And Hardiman just couldn't pull it in. He's head in hands out there on the field.
You know what? I won't be that upset. That catch earlier was stellar. I'm not going to cry about it. I'm not going to have my feelers hurt.
Exactly. Yeah. Give him 1 drop.
Yeah, after that one, that's going to be on ESPN this week.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line for Jones. Washington with a total of 9 yards offense in the first quarter.
That middle's ate up.
Hanson going down for a gain of 1 on the play. I was trying to tell if it was going to be a loss. 3rd down and goal from the 6-yard line for the Longhorns. Purvis back in the game. He's wide left with Hardiman and Collier. Trip Rogers wide right. Johnson in the backfield. Check down to Johnson. He gets to the 5, and he's taken down. Coming up on the tackle there is number 11 for Washington, Jaron Gordon. 4th down and goal from the 5.
Here we go.
Oh, they're putting him at the 6. Now, he clearly was at the 5. That time they did not give him forward progress.
I don't like to hear that. Here we go.
Hanson in shotgun. Johnson in the backfield. 2 receivers each side. 4th and goal. In the end zone, overthrown, and Jones will turn it over on downs. Washington will begin this drive at their own 6-yard line. 13 plays, 88 yards.
The good news about that drive from Jones is there were 2 opportunities there where I think Jones really could have scored. And to know that you have those opportunities, it's a matter of execution, gives you a little bit of an eased feeling, right? Because you know they're capable of making those catches, making those plays, making the throws. So to know they just need to come back and clean it up a bit on this next offensive drive gives you some hope.
Our second quarter sponsor is Jorge's Mexican Kitchen. Jorge's is the perfect place to enjoy a delicious meal with friends. At Jorge's Mexican Kitchen, they're proud to serve fresh, flavorful favorites the whole family will love. Veteran-owned and operated, Jorge's is a hometown spot with heart where great food and great company come together. Whether you go for tacos and a margarita or celebrating life's big moments, Jorge's Mexican Kitchen is the place to be in Jones. And they have great fajitas. And they have a great, what's that burrito?
Longhorn burrito.
The Longhorn burrito.
Easy to remember.
We had a false start. What kind of penalty do we have on
I don't know. I started thinking about burritos.
Backed up Washington now. A first and 14, 15 is what it should be. It only ended up 3 yards back. Carry for 4. I'm not sure what that last play and penalty was, but it's a second down. We'll call it 2nd and 8 for Washington now as they are out to the 8-yard line. Washington, 2nd and 8 at the 8. That is their own 8-yard line. Barrett in shotgun. He's got 1 back. Single back set now. Drops back. Pass.
There we go. Way to be there.
And that pass caught by Case Alexander for a very short gain on the play. Call it a gain of 3. Brings up a 3rd down and 5 for Washington.
You know, he's going to have such an advantage when it comes to catching the pass just because of his size. His vision of the pass is going to be great. He's going to have the size advantage over most defenders on this Jones defense. So to be able to just be there when he catches the ball will make a huge difference in his productivity on the Washington offense.
So this Washington offense only had 9 yards to their credit in the first quarter. They're looking for their first down.
Oh, man.
Long pass, open man.
Get
Number 2 caught that one in Jones territory. He's chased down from behind by Derek Templeton, but he got past him, and it's Creed Barrett to Jackson Mays for the big first down play.
You can't do that celebration there, but we're not that far in the game yet. That's the problem.
Let's see, they were at the 11, and that moves, so that would have been 39 yards, and that's moved them all the way down to the 35. So a 54-yard pass play. In Jones territory now, 1st and 10 at the 35, handoff up the middle. Good gain on the first down play, call it a gain of 4. That is Javen Hall, the ball carrier. Luke DeBusk on the tackle. 2nd and 6 for Washington. Ball's at the 31-yard line of Jones. Barrett in shotgun. Hall in the backfield. 2 receivers near side. Pass down the sideline and
what a
broken
play.
up. Once again, Derek Templeton getting tested and passing the test.
Man, he found a great position there on this near side of, is that number 2 out there? Number 2 out there for Washington?
Yeah, I believe that was Jackson Mays once again.
Yes. That's great positioning on him, especially when you're going against someone who's got a bit of a height advantage on you. That was great defensive play.
3rd down and 6 for Washington. At the Jones 31. Handoff up the middle. Javen Hall getting stopped after a gain of about 4 is going to bring up a 4th down and 2 for Washington. Huge 4th down play for the Washington offense. Huge 4th down play for the Jones defense coming up. 7 minutes to play in the first half. Jones leading 6-0. Thus far, Jones has dominated time of possession and yardage, but Washington's on this drive after completing that one big pass play. And we've got a receiver jumping off sides for a Washington, Cade Babcock, out here on the left side. Fourth and 2 becomes a 4th and 7.
Okay. Changes it up. You got to stay locked in on this.
Cade Templeton was up, putting a little pressure, playing tight, and Babcock got too anxious.
And it's tough on this Jones sideline, too. You know, it's tough to stay locked in when you have this many fans of what feel like cheering against you. So it's tough to stay locked in situations like that.
4th and 7 for Washington, now back at the 32-yard line of Jones. Barrett and shotgun. Hall's the lone back. Barrett across the middle. Cade Alexander. He's hit, but not after picking up the 1st down.
Man.
Jet Bybee on the tackle. Slant route by the tight end, taking the hit as he caught the ball.
It's really tough to find good field positioning on large players like that when they have across-the-field routes.
15-yard gain on the play. 1st and 10 for Washington at the 17-yard line of Jones. In that Hotella Construction red zone, Javen Hall going right, gets the edge. It is Derek Templeton coming in from the corner position, sliding in to make the tackle at his ankles. Gain of 3, 2nd and 7. .550 left to play in the first half. Nail biter of a game as far as the score on the scoreboard.
And everything else about it. All of it. Every last bit of it.
2nd and 7 for Washington. Man in motion coming to the left. It's Alexander. Barrett.
Ooh.
And Cade Templeton almost making the big play in the backfield. The receiver gets away from him and finally goes down as number 5. Do we have a late flag or did I see something else?
No, there's a ball getting thrown over here, I think.
Josiah Dickerson, the receiver on that play, picks up 4 on the carry. It's 3rd and 3, or not on the carry, but on the reception. It's a 3rd and 3 now for Washington. Ball at the Jones 11-yard line. Remind you in this Hotella Construction red zone that whatever your construction needs are, call Hotella Construction at 405-812-4236. If we have a timeout called on the field by the Washington offense, we will take a timeout as well with 4:56 to play in the half. Jones leading 6-0 on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell. We're back after the timeout. Washington Warriors have a 3rd and 3 at the Jones 11-yard line. Jones leads 6-0 here in the state championship Class 2A1, played at Chad Richardson Stadium, University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond. Creed Barrett in shotgun. Javen Hall, the lone back. One receiver wide each side of the field. Looked like the receiver out of the right was moving a little bit. First down picked up down to the 5 by Javen Hall on the carry of 7 yards. Michael Renfro on the tackle, probably 7 yards downfield is not where you want your nose tackle making the play.
No. That's what I was just thinking. But as I said, off that first play that Washington had at the start of the game, they can get off the snap really fast, and that's tough to react to. Especially when stakes are high like this, you're already a little bit nervous, and then to have to react so quickly off the snap can be difficult for defenses at times.
Barrett and shotgun, 2 backs in the backfield. He's going to hand this one off to number 5. Touchdown as he gets the corner and just gets inside the pylon. It's 6-6 with 4:16 to play in the half. And though it statistically has been a game dominated by Jones up to this point, it's now tied on the scoreboard, and Washington will be going for the lead with the extra point attempt.
Man, and I mean, it's still pretty close as far as yardage this game. Penalties, although Washington's had the penalties so far, it's not been many.
Yeah, Jones still has a pretty decided advantage with yardage with a couple of possessions that they've moved the ball down the field. Handoff, a pass over the head of Kate Alexander. And we're tied 6-6 with 4:16 to play in the half. Jones about to get their 3rd possession of the ball game. We're going to go ahead and take a quick break here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back in Edmond, Oklahoma at the University of Central Oklahoma, Chad Richardson Stadium. The Jones Longhorns and the Washington Warriors now knotted up 6-6 with 4:16 left to play in the first half after Washington just went on a 94-yard drive. That followed an 88-yard drive by the Jones Longhorns where they were not able to score. That 94-yard drive by Washington was 11 plays with a 5-yard run at the end by Josiah Dickerson. They also had a couple of offensive penalties during that drive. That drive summary brought to you by Jones Nutrition, where you can energize and fuel your day. Return by Jones gets them across the 35-yard line. They will take over or begin this possession at their own 36. Hunter Purvis was the return man. 4:10 on the clock, starting at the 36-yard line.
Washington tackles people in some gnarly ways. I don't know if you see this, but it takes a lot of strength the way they're having to bring Jones players down. It'll be interesting to see how that wears on the Jones players throughout the game.
Jones offense back out on the field. Jonquay Johnson's been wearing some bright orange shoes the last couple of weeks, but he is all in white tonight, or at least has everything taped over. Those might be yellow shoes he's wearing. Boy, he just got knocked flat.
Out. Oh, and there's a penalty.
Flags coming in, a couple of flags coming in on the play. Evan Collier on the reception. He's taken down in the backfield, or for a loss, way out here
there's
on the near side. Yeah,
2 through it.
Wait and see what the call was. There's bright yellow shoes by Johnson, isn't it?
It's got to be.
Waiting
you can't even tell that they're yellow.
Holding
Oh,
against
that's what I feared.
against Jones. So Jones
okay.
gets their first penalty of the ball game, backs them up 10.
It's okay.
1st and 20. Hanson in shotgun once again. Pulls it.
on, Ace.
Has time. Rolls to his right. Fires it to
Ace.
the sideline. Right
Nice.
to Evan Collier. And it's a yard shy of the first down marker. 14 yards on the gain.
Way to not take yourself out of it with the penalty there. Way to stay composed and get back into the drive.
The guy holding the chains on the north side keeps wanting to pick the chains up and move long before the officials ever to give a signal, and he has to go back and put the chains back. That can be a problem.
Yeah, especially in a game this tight. That's not going to bode well.
2nd and 1.
Ooh.
Hanson fires
Over.
it down the field way over the head of Carlos Hardiman, and 3rd and 1 now for the Longhorns. That was not a pretty play. He put that one a long way through the air, so showed a lot of strength, but just nothing about it looked like he looked like he was off balance when he threw it. Play just not feel like it was in sync. 3:46 on the clock here in the Jorge's Mexican Kitchen second quarter. Hanson takes the shotgun snap and whistle blows. False start on Jones. 3rd and 1 becomes a 3rd and 6. Here late in the second quarter, penalties starting to hit both teams now.
Yeah.
That backs Jones up to the 40-yard line, their own 40. We're tied up 6-6. Both teams failing to convert on 2-point conversion attempts. Asen Hanson in shotgun. John Quay Johnson to his right. 3 receivers on the far side of the field, 1 on the near side. Hanson looking, has time across the middle, overthrows Hardiman at 4th down and 6 for Jones. I expect we'll see the punting team come out.
It's okay.
Hanson's been a little off target the last couple of throws. And that one he was trying to drop into a hole over the head of some defenders, so it's understandable how it ended up being a little high.
He's just got to stay composed. He's got to calm down, get back in it. He's not out of it right now. Although I'm not liking this communication on the sideline.
Now, is that Marenko punting?
Yes.
It is, okay. The left leg being pulled up. That ball's taken at the 26-yard line, still on his feet, finally tackled right at the 30. That was number 26, Cameron Jewell, the return man, junior wide receiver for the Warriors. With 3:30 left on the clock, the Warriors will begin this possession at their own 30. This is 3 minutes and 30 seconds in the second quarter. It took them a lot longer than this to go 94 yards last time. They did convert on one big pass play of more than 50 yards. Barrett, complete, cutting back across the middle on the screen play. Luke DeBus cleans it up.
There you go, Luke.
Big tackle, 1-yard gain.
We need him in on more plays. It's always good to get to call his name. And I don't know if I know we can't see, the viewers can't see from our broadcast and our stream, but this Washington line has a lot of size to him. So for Luke to be able to get in on these plays is very, very impressive.
Under 3 minutes to play in the half. Barrett looking across the middle, ball batted up, caught by Barrett, still on his feet, running to the left, and he is going out of bounds, forced by Cade Templeton, a gain of 4 on the Creed Barrett pass and catch.
That's just unlucky. You can't be mad at that one. That one's just a little bit unlucky. But honestly, it's better than a full passing play.
They actually backed the spot of the ball up to only a gain of 3. So it's now a 3rd and 6.
Okay.
Wish I could have seen on the replay who it was. I just couldn't make out on the replay in the jumble of bodies in that line who got a hand on that pass.
No.
Washington running to the line of scrimmage, and a timeout's called by the Warriors. 2:48 to play in the Jorge's Mexican Kitchen second quarter. Jones and Washington tied 6-6, Class 2A1 state championship game. We'll take a timeout on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Bank First is unique.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell, and folks, I'm sorry. The way the camera's set up, the way Tessa's sitting down, we have Miss Oklahoma as a color commentator, and you're looking at my ugly mug the whole game. So, pass complete, first down for Washington. Ball's loose.
Oh, my gosh.
Jones, it looks like, got on it. We're waiting for a signal.
Please. Please. Please.
And no
Please.
signal yet. Still working through it. No signal yet. Jones football. It was an 8-yard gain by Washington before the ball was knocked loose. Jones takes possession in Washington territory at the 40. 42?
Speaking of being on camera, though, the reason I need to sit down and stay away is I have some interesting reactions at this point. I'm a little too invested, a little nervous. So I probably y'all don't need to see everything. It's probably good this way.
2 minutes and 38 seconds left on the clock. That's all the time Jones has to go punch this one in. They are at the Washington 42-yard line. Asen Hansen, senior quarterback, in shotgun. John Quay Johnson, junior running back, in the backfield. And another flag flies, false start called against Jones.
It's okay. Just
First
go get
and
back
15.
in it. Go get back in it. We did just fine after the holding call. We'll be good. Just get back in it.
First and 10 becomes a first and 15 with 2:38 left to play in the first half. Tied up 6-6. Still in Washington territory. Now at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
Hansen's the quarterback. John Quay Johnson's the tailback. Hardiman, Collier, Purvis all in at receiver. Rogers at tight end on the right side. Hansen keeps it.
Come on.
Right up the middle, pushing. Only a gain of
blow the whistle.
3. Gets to the 44-yard line.
Probably shouldn't be saying that up here. That's okay, though.
2:15 left to play in the half. 2nd and 12 for Jones at the Washington 44. Hansen rolls to his right, looking back
on,
across
Ace.
the field.
Come on, Ace.
Dancing, looking down the field. Purvis ends up playing defender, as stepping in front of that one was number 7, Kinzer Scott, almost coming up with the interception. Purvis just grabs his arm and pulls him away at the last minute. Incomplete pass. 3rd and 12 for Jones. Feels like you made a comment a minute ago about the decision making for Asen. I say a minute ago, it was actually maybe earlier in the first quarter, but it feels like he's trying too hard to find something right now.
Yes. And, that's when you start running into more penalties and because your offensive line is going to get really tired. That's when you'll start to see some holds.
And short pass caught. Good gain on the play. Gets them down to the 34-yard line.
Here you go, Evan.
Going to bring up a 4th down and 2 for Jones. call, you're on the catch.
But as you start to sit and wait, the construction of your offense doesn't go quite as far as the scheming and the strategy within what you're running on an offense. As you wait, you start to stray away from that initial play call just as it starts to develop.
Definitely 4-down territory here for Jones with 1:20 left to play in the first half. And they have a 4th and 2 at the Washington 34-yard line. And timeout called. I believe this one's going to the Longhorns as they want to talk over their offensive opportunities here coming up. And we'll take a break as well on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back at the University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond, home of the Class 2A1 state championship game. Joe's Longhorns, 4th and 2. Hanson, shotgun. He's got room, rolls to his right, and he is going to be taken down for a loss on the play. Washington will get possession at the 40.
Dadgummit.
He gave a couple of pump fakes trying to get the defense to bite. Couldn't make anything happen. All receivers covered up and finally goes down. It's a 1st down and 10 for the Warriors at their own 39-yard line with 1 minute and 1 second left to play. Barrett rolling to his right, receiver open and drops the ball. He run a little hook pattern over on the right side, curled in about 6 yards downfield, and then just could not hang on to it. That was number 4, Cash Sides. Only used 5 seconds off the clock. 2nd and 10 with 56 seconds left in the half. Washington huddled up. 3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side now as they get to the line of scrimmage in a hurry. Javen Hall, the lone back. Barrett drops back, looking to pass. Hall is all open, but he finds a receiver. It's number 2 right at the sticks. He's taken down after crossing midfield. Jackson Mays, the receiver, gets the 1st down for Washington into Jones territory at the Jones 46.
Jones just
there
needs
is
to
a
hold out.
flag way back.
Oh, yeah. Luke says, move us on down.
I was hoping where the flag was, it was not a
Luke's walking back.
Yeah, I was hoping it was not going to be a
He's
roughing
leading the
passer
charge.
call. Washington's also walking back.
Luke is putting himself in that mix down there, isn't he?
Try to wait and hear if I can hear what the announcer
I
said
know.
the
He
call
hasn't
was.
called.
He signaled it, but I didn't realize the referee was standing in front of the bar of the window, and I didn't realize he was out there. I missed the call, the signal. It backs Washington up all the way to the 29-yard line, so I'm assuming it's a holding call, a 10-yard penalty. 2nd down and 20. Barrett and shotgun. Hall's the lone back. Rolls to his right. He's got some open men, but not far enough downfield. And he is going to backhand flip one out of bounds as he was being drugged down. Incomplete pass is the ruling. That's just sure a questionable play.
Mm-hmm. Jones just needs to hold on right here. Keep it even going into half and fix from there.
3rd and 20 for Washington at their own 29-yard line with 39 seconds to play in the half. I want to remind you folks, Jorge's Mexican Kitchen, the place to be in Jones. Great food, a great company. Barrett rolling to his right once again, looking across the middle, running up the middle, breaking tackles, has some positive yardage, being chased from behind, and pushed out of bounds after a gain of about 15.
I mean, there's 29 seconds left. You can't give up runs like that right now. It's not halftime yet.
That sure seemed like more than 10 seconds on that play.
It did.
15-yard, call that 16-yard gain by Barrett on that run. Brings up a 4th and 4 at their own 45. 29 seconds on the clock. Washington in punt formation here. A little quick punt. Drew Thomas back and let that ball die as the clock ticks. And Eli DeBusk not in a very good position as he was way too close to that ball.
Well, yeah, and he about got knocked out by a couple Washington players down there.
Jones will take over with 19 seconds on the clock, backed up at their own 27-yard line. I expect we'll see them take a knee and head to the locker room, but maybe not. Maybe we'll see a shot downfield. Only 19 seconds on the clock, as I said, and they are at their own 27. 6-6 the score. Jones, first 2 offensive possessions, seemed to have no trouble moving the ball. Stalled out on the second one after going 88 yards. Could not punch it in. Defense had come up with a couple of big stops, and it's been back and forth games since then with Washington going on one big drive. Luke DeBusk gets a 12-yard carry on the first down, gets Jones a little bit of room, put the fullback in, and instead of a 1-yard dive, it's a good gain.
I like it.
Clock still ticking. Jones up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go. Probably only one more play. Once again, they're going to hand it to Luke DeBusk, and he slips and falls down the line of scrimmage. That's the end of the half. 6-6,
we'll take it.
Our halftime score. Wow, what a football game. My mom asked me what I thought about this game today, what I thought to make a score prediction. I predicted 35-31 Jones. Unless there is a high-flying act come in here in the second half.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a close game, but it's going to be a low-scoring close game.
Yeah, I don't know. That 2016 game was pretty low-scoring as well, so we'll see. We'll see.
Last year's 2A1 state championship, 7-6 was the final score.
Well, we can't do that. That's not an option now. However,
8-6 is an option.
There's a couple other. Oh, well, I hope that's not how someone scores. Come on now.
Well, we're going to take a break here at halftime. Our halftime sponsor is Jones Family Care. Jones Family Care, Robert and staff have been open since 2010, providing primary care services to the Jones community. They provide care for chronic diseases, child well checks, and for minor acute issues. They have x-ray available right on site, and they have a great referral system if you need to see a specialist. Walk-ins are welcome. They're located right next to Nanny's Daycare. Jones Family Care, where Longhorns go for health care. Thank you for being in our audience. We're going to take a break during the halftime. We will have some good stats brought to you by the Oklahoma Secondary Schools Activities Association.
Speaking of,
here in just
here
a few
they
moments. Hey, there's those stats. Thank you. And so we'll run over those in just a few minutes. We're going to take a break first here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network. This is Tracy Mussett and Tessa Durrell. Tessa is going to stand up and share her face with us at halftime here.
Yeah, had to get some water, had to cool down over
So
here.
we have some stats for you from the first half. It was a great start. This is the, by the way, Class 2A1 state championship game between the Jones Longhorns and the Washington Warriors. It's 6-6 at halftime. And what a start by Jones. How did the game start off, Tessa?
You know, it was, to be honest, the start being so quick for Jones was not something I expected. I think Washington almost got caught off balance there in that first drive for Jones. I was glad to see that Jones could execute there on offense, get a score going. You know, I'd like to see him get the 2, but the thing is, with going on 2 points, you make it up. You get to make up what you missed because it's 2 points down the road. So this half, Jones is really going to have to capitalize on these mistakes they made in the first half. I was downstairs and I was talking to some people and I was telling them the good thing to know if you're Jones is these issues that happened on offense that kept you from scoring are controllables. You can do better at catching the ball. You can make better throws. You can clean up a holding penalty if you manage your time on that end of the offensive line and things like that. So that's good news for Jones going into this, and if they can clean some of that up, it'll be a good second half for the Longhorns.
So, yeah, Jones started off both their first 2 defensive possessions, if you will, Washington possessions. It resulted in a 3-and-out and a punt. Jones' first possession, 51 yards right down the field to score. Second possession, 88 yards down the field and stalled on the 6-yard line, not scoring. That hurt. That was a lot of offense. That was a lot of good executed plays that stalled at the end and resulted in no points on the board. And then it's been a lot of back and forth other than that one drive for Jones that stalled out after going 88 yards. They gave Washington the ball at the Washington 6-yard line, and Washington, with one big 54-yard play in the middle of the drive, was able to go 94 yards and score. And that's where we are now. 6-6 is the score. We do have some stats for you from halftime. For Jones, Asen Hansen has 12 passes for 58 yards. His longest pass was for 13 yards. That surprises me a little bit. Oh, excuse me, this is rushing. I'm sorry.
Okay,
12 rushes for
now
50.
That catch, I know, was longer than 13.
12 rushes for 58 yards and a touchdown. His longest run was 13. Luke DeBusk, 2 carries for 12 yards. John Quay Johnson, 2 carries for only 11 yards. And Jose Taylor, 2 carries for only 1 yard. So other than Hansen and that one nice rush by Luke DeBusk there at the end of the half, they're struggling to get it done from their running backs in this ballgame, but only 6 handoffs to running backs. That's something we might see change in the second half. Passing the ball for Asen Hansen, 10 of 17 passing for 91 yards. The longest was a 38-yard pass. And that doesn't add up, actually. So something's wrong with the stats here, because we've got longest was a 38-yard pass to Carlos Hardiman. That's correct. Also, receiving, Evan Collier has 4 catches for 31 yards. Hardiman has 3 catches for 50. Purvis has 1 catch for 7. Jose Taylor has 1 catch for 3 yards. Cash Marenko punted once in the ball game, 34 yards on that punt. And then for Washington, rushing the ball, Javen Hall has 7 carries for 25 yards. Creed Barrett has 1 for 16. Josiah Dickerson has 3 carries for 11 yards. Barrett is 7 for 12 passing for 87 yards. He has 87 yards passing on 7 completions. His longest completion was 54. So his other 6 completions were for a total of 33 yards. And they've punted 3 times, averaging 37 yards a punt. And that's kind of where we are right now. 6 tackles for Luke DeBusk in the first half, 3 for Derek Templeton, 3 for Renfro, 3 for Williams. And that's the only tackles we have listed on our stats here. The 2 touchdowns were an Asen Hansen 5-yard rush and a Josiah Dickerson 5-yard rush. Both, it was a 2-point conversion that failed for Jones and a kick that failed for, excuse me, it was a 2-point conversion that failed for Washington. So we're at 6-6, and it's time to start a second half. We've got two coaches here that know what they're doing. We've got two teams that are full of players that know what they're doing. It'll be I'm excited to see what happens this second half, and I see the excitement in you as well.
Oh, yeah. I'm ready to go. This is for it all right here, and to be at 6-6, you're starting over. Look at it that way. It's starting over. Give it a reset.
Are
See
you
what
feeling
can make
positive?
happen. Yeah.
All right, 2 thumbs up for the fans, right? Look at the camera. Yeah.
I know.
We're ready
I'm in
to
a
go,
hunch.
folks.
Listen,
We're excited.
Listen, when I'm nervous, I'm in a hunch. I like close up. I can't help it. But as I said, though, if you're Jones offense, you're not in a bad position. Make those catches, clean it up on offense. It's all controllables. It's all personal things to fix and get better at right here. So if you take care of that, it's a different ballgame.
Now, Jones won the toss and elected to defer to the second half, so they get the ball to begin this second half of play. This could be very important. Well, this is, not could be.
It is.
This is a very
Straight
important
up.
possession.
This matters.
The result of the possession could be very important.
Yes, that one. I'm looking at my sparkly backpack back here, making sure I still got everything.
Our third quarter sponsor as we get ready. Here's the Longhorn Cafe. They're located in Jones. They're a place where the coffee's hot, the plates are full, and everyone is treated like family. The Longhorn Cafe is your veteran-owned hometown stop for friendly service and true home-style country cooking. From breakfast to dinner, everything is made with care the way country cooking should be. Whether you're grabbing your morning favorite or sitting down with friends for a hearty meal, there's always a seat for you at the Longhorn Cafe. Serving Jones with a smile, one plate at a time.
Oh, they hit hard.
Drew Thomas on the return. He's taken down at the 36-yard line, which is where the Longhorns will begin this possession. 11 minutes and 54 seconds on the clock. Here comes the Jones offense. Washington defense is out on the field ready to go. Cass, if I get you throw an R on the end of that third quarter up there on the scoreboard too, that would be a good addition. Hand off to Johnson. Johnson up the middle, and that's going not much of anywhere, maybe a half-yard gain on the play.
Got it. Cass says.
Hanson back in shotgun. Johnson in the backfield. Hanson drops back, looking to pass. He's in trouble, and he's going down for a sack.
He went down going up. Forward,
Yeah, he was
trying to get to
falling
the line.
forward. He
So we'll
still
take that.
still lost a yard on the play, but you're right. He was falling forward instead of backwards.
We'll take that. It's better to lose less than lose more. Just a little math.
3rd and 10 now on the play. So the Washington defense, big here on this first defensive possession. Big play here, 3rd and 10 for Jones. It's Johnson still in the ball game.
Okay.
Hanson drops back, a little
There you go.
screen pass to Tripp Rogers.
There you go,
Breaking
Tripp.
tackles, he's got the first down.
Get up.
11 yards on the
Get up, bud.
carry. Rogers getting up slowly.
You're good, Tripp.
Tries to stand up, goes back to his knee. Now he's on his feet.
I think he got a stinger. It's a little cold, so I wonder if he got a stinger.
He and the Washington player both got up kind of slow.
You know, I wonder if he just got a stinger maybe in his knee and his shin. He got hit kind of low.
Yeah, it looks like maybe it was hurting him low, and he's trying to make his way back to the huddle now. We'll see
There you
what
go,
happens
bud.
with Tripp Rogers. He's going to go ahead and head over to the sideline, but he is running off the field.
Yeah, he typically sets that H-back position a little bit, so we have a personnel to run in there without him. We might as well give him the second to breathe.
That was a huge 3rd down play for the Jones offense. 12 yards on the gain for Tripp Rogers. Hanson keeps it
Come on,
right up
Ace.
the middle.
Yes,
Big hole.
Ace.
Sidestepping,
There you
breaking
go.
tackles. Another 12 yards on the gain for Asen Hanson. Jones offense on the move here. 24 yards the last 2 plays. 1st and 10 at the Washington 40-yard line.
Got to roll with it. Got to roll with it. He saw, there's a great draw right there. That corner slips down when he doesn't see a receiver lined up with him, or he sees, the receiver on the left side is going to move towards our sideline over here and create a little bit of a hole in the secondary if Asen could get through it.
Hanson will be in shotgun. Johnson still on the field as the tailback. Collier and Purvis wide right. Looks like Rogers and Hardiman wide left. Rogers in motion. Johnson keeps it up the middle. Good gain on the play. 5 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 5 for Jones.
Washington hits hard. Oh, my goodness. I've said that probably 4 times tonight.
You're looking at that, too, from the perspective of a Jones fan. The Washington fans are probably watching going, Jones hits hard.
Yeah. I don't know that there's 2 teams that play. There's not a more physical matchup we could have seen in tonight's game, I don't believe.
Hanson in shotgun, Johnson in the backfield. Rogers in motion left to right. Hanson pulls it, passes, open man, Hardiman. 1st down, a gain of 11 on the play, gets it down to the 24-yard line.
Control the controllables right there. Make that catch. Get it to where he can catch it. All those things right there. Taking care of your own business.
1st and 10 for the Longhorns at the 24. Johnson in the backfield. 3 receivers on the far side. Purvis alone on the near side of the field. Hanson takes the snap. This time he keeps it. He decides a little more quickly to run. Dives down for a short gain of 2 on the play. Down to the 22-yard line, 2nd and 8. Little quicker decision by Hanson that time. Didn't dance around in the pocket so long. Something we were talking about in the first half. It seemed like he held it for a long time in the backfield, trying to look for a receiver, make it happen through the air when he could have run for it. Hanson rolls to his right. Got Purvis across the 20, breaking tackles down to the 10, out of bounds. At the 10, it's another 1st down for the Jones Longhorns, now in the Hotella Construction red zone as a 12-yard passing catch from Hanson to Purvis.
The crazy thing with offense, and as we're talking about it, reaction time and making decisions quick, if you give them too much time, a defense can make reads. They can make shifts and changes based on what you call. And I said it after, we were off the air, but it just changes the integrity of the offense. So this is back to Jones' ball right here.
Hanson, hands off. Johnson dancing, sidestepping across the 5, still on his feet, fighting to the end zone. Touchdown! Jones Longhorns. 10-yard carry by Jonquay Johnson getting into the end zone.
There we go. I mean, he's a fighter. We haven't gotten to see that much tonight. I mean, Washington's front is very different, especially in that running back position to play against versus Marlos, Khoi Tahquah, those different teams. Just to see him figure out how to fight against this front is going to help him be successful throughout the rest of the night.
Going for the 2-point conversion. Hanson alone in the backfield. He's going to keep it right up the middle into the end zone. It's an 8-point lead for the Longhorns. 14-6 is the score. Interesting, they only put 1 point on the scoreboard.
They'll fix it. I got to fix it.
14-6 the score with 8:03 on the clock here in the 3rd quarter. Great start by the Jones Longhorns in the opening possession of the 2nd half here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell, our producer, Cass Taylor. The Jones Longhorns go on a 9-play, 3-minute and 51-second drive that took them 64 yards downfield. Kickoff comes up short.
Got a little exciting there for
Washington covers it up at their own 40, where they will have a 60-yard field in front of them. But Jones drives 9 plays, 3 minutes, 51 seconds, goes 64 yards for the touchdown. A 10-yard carry by John Quaid Johnson, and then the 2-point conversion run in by Asen Hansen, and the Jones Longhorns lead 14-6 with 8:02 left to play in the third quarter. This is the the Longhorn Cafe third quarter. Handoff to Javon Hall. He makes a nice run right up the middle, 13 yards for the first down into Jones territory.
Man, he's pretty. I mean, he's a pretty large guy too, comparatively to some other people that Jones has seen.
Nice, strong ball carrier, very athletic, and he's got a good burst of speed. Once again, Javon Hall, this time stopped short. Michael Renfro gets a hold of a foot. Ooh. Luke DeBusk pulls him down from behind, and he gets back to the line of scrimmage for no gain.
Eli DeBusk was in there on that as well. And Michael was fighting around another Washington player. That wasn't an easy play to make happen.
Yeah, he went down and managed to grab him by the foot as he went down and just slowed him down enough for Luke DeBusk to come in. Not Luke DeBusk, Eli DeBusk, yeah. I'm sorry, to come in and finish off the tackle. Second down and 10 for Washington. Barrett rolls to his right, looking down the field, airs a long one down the sideline, overthrows the receiver. Clean. Again, a lot of hand fighting going on out there. Yep. On defense that time was number 10, Drew Thomas, the safety coming in to provide coverage that you typically see from a corner.
Yeah. We'll take it. I mean, it worked. We'll take it. I don't care who's out there. I just want someone to be out there.
Well, Thomas had some good speed staying with the receiver there. That was, once again, Jackson Mays streaking down the field. He's shown the potential to get past the coverage. Barrett drops back, looking to pass. Rolls to his right, airs it down the field again, and just over the hands of Cade Alexander. I tell you what, Alexander probably should have caught that, but it would have been an amazing catch.
Yeah, and he's got to be tired. He has a lot of responsibilities on this Washington team. I mean, he's going in there, and he's a lead blocker in a lot of situations. He's busy on offense besides just trying to catch the ball. So I'm sure at this point, I mean, you've got to be a little bit exhausted.
Creed Barrett, we were talking about before the game, sophomore quarterback for the Washington Warriors, threw for over 3,000 yards as a freshman. He has over 2,000 yards passing this year as a sophomore. And Drew Thomas calls for a fair catch at the 21-yard line. No one around him, and lets the ball bounce off his chest, but he manages to fall back on it. So it is a 1st and 10 for Jones at their own 22.
Anybody else make that same sound I just made? Anybody? You may not be able to see me, but you can hear me. That was scary.
So big stop by the Jones defense. They now have a 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line. Can they put together another drive? They put together 2 good drives to begin the first half. Can they put together a second drive to begin this second half? Little swing pass to Evan Collier, who has a burst of speed, gets a sideline, first down, 11 yards. No, they're going to put him out at the 32, just barely shy of the first down.
And those chains are moving a bit down there, that whole chain moving thing.
Yeah, what's really interesting is the chains are at the 23 and 33, and the ball was back at the 22, so the chains were not lined up on the ball on the field.
Nope.
So they got a good 10 yards out of that, and they're still a yard shy of the first down.
Awesome.
Hansen, shotgun, keeps it. First down, across the middle, gain of about 6. And it's a first down for the Jones Longhorns.
There you go.
Jones with the ball now at their own 38-yard line. Hanson in shotgun. Jose Taylor, the tailback. Collier and Purvis wide right. Hand off to Taylor. Taylor spinning in the middle. Gains more than I thought. He gains 4 on the play.
Yeah. He's looking for someone to give the ball to.
The fact that he gained 4 and it looked like to me he was at the line of scrimmage means that the Jones offense actually got a really good push on that play.
Yeah, definitely. You're trying to break something open on that first play a lot of the time, so it worked. You helped.
Second and a long 6 for Jones. Hanson in shotgun, looking back across the field, dancing, runs to the left, cuts back inside, big gain on the play across the 40, still on his feet, out of bounds at the 35 of Washington.
That's the decision-making we want from him. We want that quick decision-making that he's known for. That's a lot more Ace Hanson type of play than what we saw in the first half, I believe. Good for him.
That puts the ball at the Washington 33. Call that a 26-yard gain by Hanson. 1st and 10 for the Longhorns. Swing pass over to Collier, and we're going to have a holding call on Purvis.
It's okay. It's okay.
Going to be a 1st down and 20 for the Longhorns. Or will it be a 1st and 22? Because that typically, my understanding of holding is it's a spot foul, so it occurs from the spot of the foul. But I see those mark those off from the line of scrimmage so frequently now.
Well,
yeah, 1st and 20.
Yeah.
I've got to talk to my nephew, who is a well-respected official, and get clarification on that. Hanson in shotgun, empty backfield. He's got time. Swings it over to Hardiman. Hardiman sidesteps the receiver, gets around him. He's across the 30, still going across the 20, out of bounds. 1st down for the Longhorn. Did he step out back short of the 1st down?
No.
That's where the official is. The official is at the 24. 19-yard gain on the play. 2nd down and 1 for Jones. Now at the 24-yard line.
Yeah.
Was a lot of Longhorn players leaning forward on that play. No call for a false start. Jose Taylor gets the carry, picks up 2, which is enough for the 1st down.
You know, a lot of time is ticking by here in this drive, or at least it feels like that when time is so precious in a game this close. Jones really needs to capitalize on this if they're able to. They need to get another score just for the sake of making it worth it with as much clock as they've lost.
Well, that 88-yard drive with no points on the board in the first quarter was so deflating, and then you saw them just struggle after that particular drive. So here's this big drive, and you're exactly right. They started at their own 22. They're now at Washington's 22.
Make it
so
work.
56 yards already on the possession.
True. Oh, goodness.
1st and 10. Hanson pulls the ball, looking, rolls to his right, being pursued, fires it down the field, and that one's going out of bounds, incomplete.
They hit him out of bounds. Are you kidding me?
We've got Tessa noticing that even though it was an incomplete pass, we've got players standing out of bounds that are getting hit out of bounds late after an incomplete pass, and the Jones coaches noticing it too, as we can hear them in the box next to us.
Oh, yeah. I would be frustrated with that too, because those are the things you have to throw the flag on. I get letting things go, but that changes the game for a team. That's not something small, but to take out a kid changes a game.
2nd down and 10 for Jones at the Washington 22. Hanson in shotgun. Jose Taylor takes the handoff. He's got room. He sidestepped one. He's headed toward the end zone. Touchdown, Taylor! 3 touchdowns for the Jones Longhorns, all on the ground, all by different players. Asen Hansen,
Doesn't matter.
Jonquay Johnson, Jose Taylor,
Made
who
some-
happens to be the brother of our producer,
Yeah.
Cass Taylor.
Tell them what's up with that. Hey, I mean, way to capitalize on that. You can't get mad about things that are called, and then get in there and make that happen. That's huge. That's huge in a momentum shift for sure. My hands hurt. I got a little excited. Y'all's hands hurt, just me. Y'all can't see that part, thank goodness. Hence the I don't want the camera on me.
2-point conversion attempt, Hansen, and a whistle blows. I don't see a flag. Not sure what the whistle blows. Why the whistle blew.
I don't know either. But I've got an earring in my way on this headset. Oh my goodness.
They just reset the ball.
What?
Referees were not ready. That's the best I can give you.
Yeah.
3 receivers on the far side, 1 on the near side. Hansen, empty backfield, and he is going to be
man.
sacked and taken down hard
It's okay.
by number
It's okay.
20. Tackle made by Henry Mann.
You're good, Ace. You're good, Ace.
It is 20-6 the score. The Jones Longhorns lead the Washington Warriors here in the Longhorn Cafe third quarter on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back at the University of Central Oklahoma in Edmond, Chad Richardson Stadium. By the way, and we haven't said this since the pregame, but what a fantastic facility.
Oh, it's so nice.
Beautiful field, beautiful surroundings, waterfall behind the end zone, great press box. Working elevator to get up here was so nice to have with the heavy equipment. Flat kick by Cash Marinko will bounce at the 20, taken at the 16, and still on his feet across the 30 is number 6, Cade Babcock.
Have you gotten the privilege of an elevator at any point this game or this year?
This was the first one.
I was going to say, I don't know that.
There was an elevator at Norman North when I went down to do the Carl Albert game, but they had just built a facility and the elevator was not inspected and working yet. So it was a lot of stairs.
Fun fact, I'm scared of elevators. I got stuck in an elevator about 2 weeks ago. Changes things. Perspective shift.
4:09 left on the clock here in the Longhorn Cafe third quarter. The Jones Longhorns just went on a 7-play, 78-yard drive, capped by a 22-yard run by Jose Taylor. That drive summary brought to you by Jones Nutrition. Now it's a big run and a loose ball! A loose ball!
There we go.
A
Oh, my goodness, no
huge
way.
run by Creed Barrett down the field for about 50 yards, and he coughs it up at the end, and the Jones Longhorns recover. That's
Oh, wow.
2 turnovers by the Washington offense tonight. Both coming after big plays.
Yeah. That's the thing with games like this. We talk about, you have to come into it level-headed, right? There's a lot of emotions, a lot of things that can be brought up with a game of this much weight and excitement behind it.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
But along with that, with these big plays that are happening, you have to stay composed as well in those situations. It's not just about the start of the game. It's the duration throughout the whole entire game. You have to stay composed.
Jet, I just was looking at the screen when you were saying that. They're showing the replay.
Was it
Jet Bybee reaching
There we
in,
go.
pulling the ball loose. Noah Norris recovering
There
the fumble.
we go.
Hansen in shotgun. It's a 1st and 10. Jose Taylor stopped at the line of scrimmage, no gain.
There we go.
It's a 1st and 10 at their own 32 for for Jones, excuse me.
And, I talk so much about how momentum shifts a game in high school specifically. And here, I don't know how many times Washington has been in this position in a state game. We talk about the experience they have at this stadium specifically, but they're facing quite a bit of adversity here being down in this third quarter.
Hansen Snap was a little bit off to the side. A little screen pass over to Hardiman. Picks up 8 on the carry. Is that right?
I think
8
so.
yards?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure. He's not Oh,
Hardiman went down at the 40. It's a 3rd and 2 for Jones. When I say went down, he was tackled. He's
Yeah.
not down hurt. I want to make sure I don't confuse.
specify because we've had some spooks here. Man, I
Taylor
say
in the
spooks
backfield, Hanson in shotgun. Purvis, the lone receiver on the near side of the field. Handoff to Taylor,
There you go.
another big
Come
hole
on.
running down the field,
Come on.
across the 50, the 40, and he
Oh, no.
loses the ball. There's
Did he
a
get it back?
scramble. I think Washington's on. Well,
That's
Dom
okay.
Harris is
Okay.
signaling Jones ball. The Washington players are. It
That's
is
us.
Jones
Okay.
ball. Taylor fought
We're good.
and got the ball back.
We're good. Cass is over here nervous as all get out. I've been there. Let me tell you, having a brother, let me tell you, you're like, don't you let it be you. Don't do it.
27-yard carry by Jose Taylor.
We'll take it.
Fumbles
We
the ball
good.
at the end and recovers his own fumble.
We'll take it.
He was fighting with 3 Washington players for that one.
Yeah, he said, nope, I'm not going to let that happen.
1st and 10 for Jones at their own at the Washington 33. Hanson in shotgun. Jonquay Johnson now in at tailback. He keeps it.
Ooh.
Gain of 1 on the play. And actually, it looks like they're going to put him right back at the line of scrimmage for no
Yeah.
gain.
Yeah. Yes.
We've had a lot of 0-yard rushes on 1st down in this ball game, but we've been able to convert on most of those eventually.
Knock on wood. Is there a place?
2 minutes left to play in the Longhorn Cafe 3rd quarter. Johnson in motion to the left. Hanson drops back, looking to pass. Curl route by
Nice.
Purvis, not open. There's
There
an
you go, Ev.
open Collier.
Come on, Ev.
Collier fighting. He gets
Ooh.
8 on the carry.
You good, Evan? You good, Evan?
Evans up.
I'm over here. I'm the encourager, right? They can so hear me from where I'm at. They definitely can hear me. cheer
Down
for
to
them
the
get up.
25-yard line of Washington. It's a 3rd down and 2 for the Longhorns.
That's the trainer roots in me of like, no one's hurt. Don't be hurt. You're good.
Hanson in shotgun, Johnson on his right. And
Ooh.
Washington jumps. This line judge on the far side signaled offsides on the defense. It's a 1st down for the Jones Longhorns, and that puts them at the 20-yard line in the Hotella Construction red
I
zone.
was sketched about getting that called there. I was a little spooked until everybody kind of – it's like Washington felt like they had done it too, and they kind of let up.
I could be wrong, but is that only – no, that is the 2nd defensive penalty on Washington. We had a defensive
Yeah.
holding call earlier,
Yes,
didn't
earlier,
we?
yeah.
1st and 10
hold my
at the
hands.
Washington 20. Hanson takes the snap, going to hand off to Johnson. Johnson's getting nowhere.
Blow the whistle.
There's another
Hey,
1st
hey.
down with 0 yardage.
I'm also nervous about that. I'm like, okay.
We'll remind you, Hotella Construction, they say you are the coach and your house is the team. It's time for you to call a timeout and make adjustments. Your roof provides protection like an offensive line. Your gutters clean up like a good secondary, and your siding, well, your siding should be like a stadium packed with spectators full of pride and excitement like the ones here tonight. Whatever your repair or renovation needs, Hotella Construction is locally owned and only a call away at 405-812-4236. Hanson swings this one to Purvis, and Purvis is hit in the backfield. That's going to be a loss on the pass play.
Speaking of fans, this is a large amount of Jones fans, especially if you think about the size of the town.
Everyone from Jones is
Must
in
be
the
here.
stands.
Yeah.
Yeah, the home stands are 75-80% full here at
No
UCO. That's the end of the Longhorn Cafe 3rd quarter. I want to remind you, the Longhorn Cafe is your veteran-owned hometown stop for friendly service and true home-style country cooking. The Jones Longhorns a lead 20-6 over the Washington Warriors in this Class 2A1 state championship game with 1 quarter left to play here on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell, Cassandra Taylor. University of Central Oklahoma and Edmond Class 2A1 state championship game. Jones Longhorns lead the Washington Warriors 20-6. It's a 3rd and 12 for Jones. Hansen keeps it. Not only throws, it's going to be short. Skips off the ground. Hardiman thought he caught it at the 10. It would have been just shy of a first down. I do believe this is 4-down territory, but it is 4th and long for Jones.
Yep.
We are in the Elemental Insulation 4th quarter now. Elemental Insulation, proudly serving Oklahoma with trusted residential and commercial insulation services. Find them on Facebook or call 405-655-0373. 4th and 12 for Jones. Hansen in shotgun, Johnson the lone back. Hansen pulls it back. He's going to run with it, goes to the side, not going to get enough as he's hit hard and taken down out of bounds. Number 15 for Washington, Richard Ramirez, a senior linebacker, getting there, making the hit up high as Hansen was already wrapped up at his feet. And Jones will turn it over on downs inside the 20-yard line of Washington. So Washington has more than 80 yards to go on this possession with 11:45 left to play in the ball game. They are at their own 17-yard line, it looks like. Barrett hands off to Hall. Hall breaks a tackle at the line of scrimmage and ends up getting about 5 yards on the carry.
It's getting cold outside, too. All of these hits now especially are going to start being felt by both teams.
Yeah, you see Hall get up that time kind of shaking his foot like, okay, that hurt a little bit.
Yeah, there's some stingers.
Call that a 6-yard carry by Hall, 2nd down and 4. Barrett hands off to Hall once again. Hall gets past a couple of defenders, gets near the 30-yard line for the first down.
He's so hard to bring down.
Call it another 6 yards on the carry. Yesterday afternoon, the Tallahena Golden Tigers won the Class A2 state championship, their first state championship since 1966.
Okay.
Swing pass to the left side, decent gain on a first down, gain of about 4.
Oh, no, there's some hop up. It's a stinger.
That was Cade Babcock, the receiver, on the play.
22, Ben Williams is hurting really bad over there.
Ben Williams made that tackle. He's really favoring, and he's going to go down.
Yeah, he's not able to walk that one off. He's down.
The officials blow a whistle. We're going to have an official timeout for Ben Williams. And 10:23 on the clock. Jones leading 20-6. Washington picking up 4 or 5 yards a play right now. We're going to take a break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First, loyal to Oklahoma, loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back at UCO for the Class 2A1 state championship. 2nd and 6 for Washington. Creed Barrett looking to pass, lots of time on the move, and swings it over, gets the pass to the sideline. It is caught for the first down, a gain of about 8 on the play. That was Cade Alexander, the tight end, making the catch. First down for Washington. Ben Williams limped to the sideline. It's a small limp. And in the game now is Jose Taylor out there to take his place. Hernandez moved to defensive tackle position. Taylor at linebacker. A run for no gain for the Warriors on the first down. Looks like Noah Norris coming up from the bottom of that tackle. Nine minutes and 35 seconds left to play in this ball game. It's a 2nd and 10 for Washington at their own 41-yard line. Barrett drops back, looking for a receiver, looking back across the field. He's got a man at the first down stick, sidesteps 2 defenders, a third, breaking tackles. It's Luke DeBus coming from the linebacker position way down the field to make the tackle in Jones territory at the 38-yard line.
Good job, Luke. Way to get there eventually.
21-yard gain on the play. That pass was complete to Cade Babcock. Big play by Washington. They've got the field spread. Hall now cuts back the other way. He's met. Oh, my goodness. Good stop.
Way to fight.
That was Noah Norris in there making the initial hit. Had some help from Luke DeBusk and Eli DeBusk on the tackle. Call that a gain of 1. It is a very short one.
Yeah.
2nd down. We'll call it 2nd and 10 still. Barrett under pressure. A little shove from behind on Hernandez. Pass across the middle is a wide open receiver. He's in the red zone and finally taken down by Cade Templeton. That was Jackson Mays. He's been a very effective receiver for them tonight.
Yes. Man.
22-yard gain on that pass play. Washington on the move, 8:20 to play. Barrett and shotgun. Hall takes the handoff, picks up a good gain on first down. Call it a gain of 4. Jesse Hernandez Jr. on the tackle. Now, Hernandez was in the backfield on that previous pass play, putting pressure on Barrett, and had a shove from behind that probably should have been called because it shoved him past Barrett.
Dang it.
Jackson Mays makes the catch. He's taken down inside the 5. It's going to be a 1st and goal for the Warriors. From 12 to the 3, a 9-yard pass play. 1st and goal for Washington at the 3-yard line. One receiver each side of the field. Hall up the middle in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington Warriors.
Okay. It's Jones got to answer. Jones can go answer.
Well, Jones had the 2-score lead, so Washington putting a little pressure on them now. But even with a conversion here, it'll still be a lead by the Longhorns. 7:24 on the clock.
I was trying to find Ben Williams out here to see how he was doing on the sideline.
2-point conversion coming from the Washington Warriors. Creed Barrett and shotgun, single receiver each side. Double tight formation. Barrett under pressure from Eli DeBusk. Keeps it running and hit and toppled. No good.
No.
As he goes down. No, they signal it's good. There's no way that was good.
He landed on his head on this side of the end zone.
The ball was in his right hand at the 1-yard line. His head was outside the end zone, and he flipped into the end zone. His helmet is down. But the 2-point conversion is called good. The score is 20-14.
No.
The Jones fans are yelling after the instant replay shown on the scoreboard. The big display here in the field, and it cannot be changed. We don't have review in high school, but it clearly was no good.
Can't change that. So you got to control what you control in this situation. You got to go and score now.
Well, we're going to take a break on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Bank First is uniquely Oklahoman, deeply rooted in over 50 communities statewide. From those roots, our investment in education springs forth, helping to raise the Oklahoma leaders of tomorrow while providing financial strength to the business leaders of today. That's the kind of loyalty that helps entire communities thrive. Bank First. Loyal to Oklahoma. Loyal to you.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back in Edmond, Oklahoma, University of Central Oklahoma, Chad Richardson Stadium. Little squib kick taken by Drew Thomas. He's hit hard and taken down. It'll be a first and goal for Jones at their own 37-yard line where they begin this possession. So that last drive by the Washington Warriors, drive summary brought to you by Jones Nutrition, where you can energize and fuel your day, took 11 plays, 4 minutes and 21 seconds, 83 yards, a couple of long-scoring drives by the Warriors tonight. 2-point conversion was called good as Creed Barrett flipped into the end zone, head over heels, landed on his helmet outside the goal line, but the officials said the ball crossed the goal line before his helmet hit, and the score is 20-14. Jose Taylor with the carry on first down for Jones, picks up 3 on the carry, 2nd and 7 at the 40 for the Longhorns.
Come on, Jones.
See, they started this one at the 37-yard line. 2nd and 7 for the Longhorns, their own 40 now. Hanson in an empty backfield. Motion by Johnson and swings it back to him. He catches it and falls to the ground. He'd been better off just letting that one fall and not catching it. It results in a loss of 4 for Jones. Third and 11 for the Longhorns. Now, the offensive coordinator, we haven't talked about this game, Tessa, but the offensive coordinator, you happen to know him well, your dad.
He's my dad.
So, wait to see what he has dialed up here. Straight drop back across the
liked
middle.
it.
Hunter Purvis
I liked
first
it.
down across midfield into Washington territory.
Yep, I liked what he dialed up there. That was nice. It was a
We
good
don't
one.
see Hunter Purvis cut across the middle very often.
No, but it's a good design for him with his length and his height. He's a hard person to cover anyway, but then those, you win in a size matchup anytime across the middle with Hunter, in a lot of situations at least. So that was a great play drawn up for Hunter.
They placed that ball right at the 50, so a 14-yard gain on the play, a 1st and 10 for Jones. Johnson in the backfield, Hanson in shotgun. Hardeman in motion, Hanson keeps it, dances, cuts back to the left, good and outside,
Nice. Get out there.
and slides
Good.
down at the Washington 43.
Yeah, that was a good. I'm glad he slid there. I'm getting nervous up here watching these hit after hit.
7-yard gain on the play, 2nd down and 3 for Jones. A good block out there by his receiver. Actually, I think it might have been Johnson who
I think so.
made that block.
I thought so.
Just got in the way, really. Slowed the defender down. Hanson in shotgun, 2 receivers near side. Takes the snap, keeps it up the middle,
Protect it.
breaking
Protect it.
tackles. He's got the
Protect it.
first down and down to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for Jones.
Oh, I got to breathe it out over here. Oh, my goodness. They got to ride that momentum right here.
43 down to the 30. That was an 11-yard carry by
That's
Hanson.
great. That's great.
4:40 left to play in the ball game. Jones leading by 6, 20-14. Jones has a 1st and 10. Now working into Washington territory at the Washington 32-yard line. Hanson hands off to Johnson. Johnson picks up a short gain on first down, turns it into 3, so it'll be a 2nd and 7.
I'm going to commend both teams for something that I've seen throughout the night. But as people go down, both teams have been there to kind of help each other up. And with a game that has so much history behind it and a lot of emotions, I'm really proud to see both teams be doing that tonight.
There tends to be, I believe, from everything I've heard from the Jones players, what I saw on the OSSA media days from players from both teams, there's a lot of respect from both teams toward each other here. Under 4 minutes to play now. It's a 2nd and 7 for Jones. And really, I think they gave him 4 yards on that play. Call it a 2nd and 6. Swing to Evan Collier, burst of speed, fighting to the 20. And it's a first down for the Longhorns. Eight yards on the pass. Jackson Mays on the tackle, coming from the safety position on the far side of the field, and he's limping a little bit. Seems like we've had a lot of defenders limp away from tackles tonight.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts to hit in the cold. I mean, I haven't done it. I'm gonna be honest with you, but I've heard it hurts a lot more in the cold.
You've seen it many times.
I've seen a lot of it. Yeah.
Hanson in shotgun, Johnson in the backfield, no receivers on this near side. Johnson takes the handoff up the middle, dances to the right side, and picks up 3 on the carry.
You know what? I won't sell myself short, not to go into my story, but I was a goalkeeper, and there were some cold soccer games where I got. So I feel like that'd be the same thing.
You got.
I got sometimes, let me tell you. It hurts. And you don't get pads there. It hurts.
You know, going back, I'm looking on the roster here for a specific player for Washington. We've got a timeout on the field, so we'll go ahead and take a timeout here as well. Jones Longhorns leading 20-14 with 3 minutes and 6 seconds left to play in the ball game. They have a 2nd and 7 in the red zone on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
Sidelined by surgery, illness, injury? Valor Physical Therapy can help. At Valor PT, our skilled therapists create a rehabilitation program individualized for you, with education and encouragement each step of the way. Whether it's sports or the activities of life, let Valor get you back in the game. Start now at 405-609-3637. No referral needed. Mention this ad and get a free t-shirt at your first appointment.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back at University of Central Oklahoma. It's a 2nd and 7 for Jones. Hanson keeps it. Boy, he gets pummeled after a short gain on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5 for the Longhorns.
It doesn't seem like you don't get pummeled when you're at the offense here as someone hits you tonight. Like, both of these teams are coming in hard.
Call it a 3rd and 4. Give him 3 yards on the carry.
Who had a timeout? Whose timeout was that?
Another timeout called on the field. Must be Washington, as they only have 1 left now. They're trying to preserve clock, trying to get the ball back. Interesting that they're calling the timeouts here. Jones doing a good job of keeping the ball on the field. Washington has to get a stop, and they have to get the ball back and score. So they need the clock. They have not put together quick drives tonight. Really, neither team has had just bam, bam down the field, go score in a couple of minutes against these defenses. Coach Brad Beller, the head coach of the Washington Warriors. Coach Kevin Witt, the head coach of the Jones Longhorns.
I saw Coach Beller at an OSU game a couple weeks ago, I believe, or a lot of the Washington coaches were there when my dad and I were.
3rd down and 5 for Jones in the Hotella Construction red zone. Hanson takes the shotgun snap, whistle blows. Boy, I thought he was fixing to take a hit.
I know, that scared me.
He had already given up the play and was standing there holding the ball. And actually, Jones called a timeout before the ball snapped. So we've had 3 timeouts in about the last 20 seconds of clock time here. And with where this game is, Tessa, I'm inclined to just stay here and not go to commercial.
Yeah,
so
that's fine. I'm just shaking away over here. It's fine. Don't you worry.
3rd and call it a short 5 for the Longhorns. It's hard to look at the offensive set out there and have any idea of what they're going to call. Mm-hmm. They're going to call because so many of their sets look very similar. Whether it's pass, a running play, a draw play, They run it out of the same formations so frequently, which is great that they don't have that many formations to try to, remember with a big playbook.
Yeah, and with versatile players, you don't need as dense of a playbook.
So Hanson's in shotgun now, 2 receivers near side. This time he keeps it, goes off the right side, and he is not going to get the first down. Picks up maybe 2 on the play. Call it a 4th and 3, I believe, as the ball is going to be right at the 15-yard line. Henry Mann, that sophomore linebacker for Washington, has made quite a few tackles tonight. And he's not a big linebacker, but he has been very effective. 4th and a long 3 for the Jones offense. Another timeout called. That's the last timeout for Washington. We're at 2:54, so only just less than 10 seconds run off the clock since that last timeout was called.
Yeah. Painful.
Hard to sit here and wait on. Jones, this is a huge play for both teams. Jones can feel more comfortable with a 6-point lead if they pick up this first down. Washington absolutely needs a stop here on this play to have any chance of going down the field and scoring. 3 receivers near side, 2 on the far side. Jones has the field spread, empty backfield. Hanson in shotgun. Hanson drops back under pressure, rolls to his right, and he falls down. Big loss on the play, and Washington will take over outside the 30.
That's okay. It's okay. You're good. It's okay.
They're going to put the nose of the ball at the 31, I believe, with 2 minutes and 48 seconds on the clock and no timeouts. The Washington Warriors have a 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
It's okay. That's the thing is timeouts will help Jones here. Having timeouts to call helps, of course, but you've got to make – we're going to use one here.
Timeout by the Jones Longhorns. I know you don't want to hear this, Tessa, but could this game possibly come down to a 2-point conversion attempt in the end? Actually, it would be tied up if that would be the case, but could it come down to timeout or a win? I mean, overtime or a win on a 2-point conversion attempt. And that may be what we end up looking at, but what we're hoping for is a Jones stop before it gets that far.
Yeah, and that's the tough thing with small school ball is the option is a 2-point. That's your option. So you can't put a lot of fault in that. And a 2-point, it's hard to make happen, but small schools, that's your option typically. So if that's what it comes down to, it's what it comes down to. But there's a lot that can happen between now and then that Jones has control of.
Both teams coming back out onto the field. 1st and 10 for Washington at their own 31, 2:48 left on the clock. No timeouts for Washington. We've got a single back set. Javon Hall, Barrett hands off to Hall. Flags fly. False start against Washington.
There we go.
It'll be a 1st and 15.
Now Jones has to use it. They have to play smart on their end here. You got to play smart on your end here.
Now 2 seconds came off the clock, but they have added the 2 seconds back onto the clock. I was about to question that.
Jones has got to play clean football right here. They've got to make a difference.
Both teams, for their goals, need to play clean football. You always want that, but it's so critical now. Barrett in shotgun. Javon Hall in the backfield. Kate Alexander in motion from right to left.
That's always
Barrett
spooky.
looking for a receiver across the middle through the hands, intercepted by Drew Thomas, and he goes down. Flag comes in late on the play, but I think it might have been something that happened after the interception.
No.
We're waiting to see what the call is on the flag.
What is it?
Carlos Hardiman is signaling that it's against Washington.
Come on.
The official's calling he's asking for the ball, excuse me. A block in the back against Jones, but it was after the interception.
Okay.
So it was a block by a Jones receiver after Thomas intercepted the deflected pass. Jones has the ball back, 2:41 on the clock. They will have a 1st and 10. The penalty's going to back them up to their own 40. No timeouts for Washington. This is Jones' ball game. They really do still need a first down, though, not to give the ball back to Washington with a short clock.
Talk about nervous before.
You should be a lot less nervous right now than you've been the whole game.
Oh, but, man.
Hanson in shotgun. Luke DeBusk in as the tailback. Lead blocker. Hanson follows him. Boy, Hanson went down awkward, it looked like, after a gain of 1 on the play.
That is like the theme of tonight's game. They're going down hard. It's awkward. It's tough ball. It's physical.
Garrett Clark, he was underneath that pile, and he got up really slowly, but he's right back in there getting it done.
Biscuit in there. I mean, talk about a fighting a kid. Every single game, every week, he's one of the hardest fighters out there on the field for the Longhorn offense.
Well, let's talk about Dom Harris and Jack Mendoza and Garrett Clark and Ty Duran. And, I mean, oh, my goodness, these guys getting it done out there right now. And up the middle, good run for about 4 on the carry. He's going to make it a 3rd and 5. Asen Hanson rushing the ball.
Come on.
3rd and 5 at their own 45. At their own 45-yard line with only a minute and a half left to play now. They need to convert on this play. If they do not pick up the first down on this play, they're really, unless it's just a 4th and inches, are probably going to have to punt and put the ball back in the hands of the Washington offense with less than a minute left. But we're going to have a timeout called by Jones. This is the last timeout for either team in regulation with a minute 12 on the clock. Jones leading 20-14 in this Class 2A1 state championship game. Well, let's go ahead and take a break real quick here on the Oklahoma Sports Network.
College is more than just going to class. College is a journey. It's meeting new people and making new friendships that will last a lifetime. It's learning from professors who care about you and your success. And finding out it can be really fun and rewarding. It's discovering that thing you want to do for the rest of your life. Cameron University is all about helping you grow and succeed. Because your success is our success.
Oklahoma Sports Network, Tracy Mussett, Tessa Durrell back at Chad Richardson Stadium. UCO, Hanson takes the shotgun up the middle, pushing. It's not going to be enough for the first down. It'll be a 4th and 3 for Jones at their own 47-yard line. Under a minute to play now as the clock continues to tick down. 4th and 3, and we saw the Jones punting team start to run onto the field. But now Coach says, hang on a second. They're huddling up to talk about it. No timeouts. Here we go. Punting team's headed out. Cash Marenko, the punter. Only 15 seconds left on the play clock.
I get it, though. You don't want to leave too much to.
Boy, you want to stop and tell your punt coverage team, too. You cannot let them get by. You know, this is the.
Yeah.
Marenko, high snap, flat punt. It's going to drop, take a sideways bounce, and die at the 31-yard line of Washington. No return possible. Washington has 20 seconds to go score. Coach Durrell getting excited next door. Tessa, you look a little excited too.
Yeah. You know, as a coach's kid, and my dad's my best friend, but a state to show up at state's a really big deal in my house. So let's hope they can finish this one up.
20 seconds left in this one. The Washington Warriors have the ball on their own 31-yard line, trailing the Jones Longhorns 20-14. Creed Barrett drops back, looking down the field. Got a man open across the middle. He's under pressure. Throws it complete at the sideline. They eat up 7 seconds and pick up 12 yards. 1st and 10 for Washington, now at the 43-yard line.
Oh, Here we go, guys.
I
Y'all
love
can do
the
it.
emotion.
Y'all can do it.
The Jones Longhorns looking for their first state championship in 9 years. Last one was in 2016 against the Plainview Indians. They've lost 4 out of the last 5 years to Washington in the playoffs.
Come on.
Creed Barrett back.
Come on.
Got lots
Come
of
on.
time. Rolls to his right. Tucks it. He's running. He's headed for the sideline. It's down to 3 seconds on the clock when he runs out of bounds at midfield. He's in Jones territory at the 44-yard line. There's only time for one more play. They are in Jones territory at the 44. Whether it's a Hail Mary, a hook and lateral,
You
or
gotta be
whatever
careful.
happens here, we expect to see some attempt, obviously, to get the ball in the end zone on this final play of the ball game. Barrett in shotgun, drops back.
Come on.
Airs
Come
it
on. Don't
out,
let it happen.
down the field, throws it up, and intercepted in the end zone. Derek Templeton, the sophomore corner, comes up with the final play, interception to close out a state championship for the Jones Longhorns.
Oh my gosh. There we go. Now this is the best part, is getting to watch him celebrate.
Yeah, so
That's the best part.
Tessa is looking the box next door. We have windows between us, and she sees her dad over there celebrating the state championship. Tessa, obviously,
The coolest thing I've ever seen as a coach's kid is get to watch your dad celebrate a state championship. That's
at the
pretty cool.
moment of the championship, right?
That's pretty neat. That's pretty neat.
Well, this is pretty cool to be able to
Yeah.
sit and watch it myself. So.
That's pretty exciting.
All right. Cass, our producer,
we
you need to
go.
step over here to the camera for a moment, Cass, because you've been with us all season. I wish Katrina Johnson was here in the studio with us. Cass, you as a junior at Jones High School, just be proud of your team, be proud of your school, proud of yourself for the great job you and Katrina have done as students working for the Oklahoma Sports Network here this year. What a phenomenal job. Really appreciate all your help.
Y'all about to watch some coach's chest bump. I'm just letting you know it's about to happen.
I'm going to get out of the way. Coach Durrell in the booth with us. So this is so exciting. You hear Coach Durrell getting pumped up. The teams are high-fiving, or I should say handshaking out at midfield right now. That was an absolute joy having him come into the booth with us. Wow.
Oh my gosh, he's as fun as they come when it's I'm telling you, he's pretty awesome. So this is a big celebration. This is pretty exciting.
Oh, thanks for the stats. Appreciate it. Wow, let's take a look at these. Let's see if we can get the emotions in check for a second just to talk about this great job. You know, the second half rushing game for Jones was unreal because in the first half, Tessa, when we looked at those first half stats for the Jones Longhorns, they had, other than Asen Hansen, they had a total of 24 yards rushing in the first half, other than Asen. And in the second half, they end up with a total of 59 yards rushing for Jose Taylor, 34 for John Quay Johnson, 12 for Luke DeBusk. Asen Hansen ended up with 137 yards rushing. He ended up going 21 for 30 passing with 183 yards. And the Jones Longhorns defeat the Washington Warriors 20-14 in this Class 2A1 state championship.
That's awesome. That's everything you want. That's awesome.
The Warriors ended up turning the ball over 4 times in the ball game. 2 fumbles, 2 interceptions. Of course, the last interception was the final play of the game. Derek Templeton intercepted it in the end zone on the Hail Mary play. Pass was just thrown too deep by Creed Barrett into the back of the end zone. And Derek Templeton, the sophomore corner, man, is he going to be a defensive threat for the next 2 years.
Oh, for sure. For sure. Oh, Coach Witt got it. He got the Gatorade.
Gatorade bat. Was it? Did we have green Gatorade?
Oh, those players are picky. They don't like green. I can tell you that as a trainer. They were picky. It's not about what color you want. It's what they complain the least about, typically.
10 total tackles for Luke DeBusk in the ball game. Derek Templeton, with his interception at the end, also had 5 tackles. Eli DeBusk with 5 tackles. Jet Bybee with 5 tackles. On the Washington side, Blake Heiliger had 13 tackles, Case Alexander with 12, Henry Mann with 12, Cade Babcock with 9. Rushing the ball for the Washington Warriors, you had Creed Barrett with 67 yards on 3 carries, Javen Hall with 57 yards on 15 carries, and Josiah Dickerson 11 yards on 3 carries. Creed Barrett went 13 of 22 with 2 interceptions for 162 yards and no touchdowns in the ball game. So just a great job by the Jones defense and the Jones offense coming up big in the late in the game with the rushing game and making it happen. And we were talking there late in the game about the offensive line. We have to talk about them just for a moment longer here. Those guys got it done all year, opening up big holes, and we saw some big holes again in the second half.
Yeah, and, that's one thing people don't think about. Speaking of people that, don't go both ways, but they're in on every play is the offensive line. So huge credit to them. They've held up all year. They've fought for it all year, and so much credit of this outcome of the season goes to that offensive line.
And I failed earlier to mention Omar Ruiz-Mendez as I was going through naming those players on the line, and he a starter out there. And getting it done as well. So Omar Ruiz-Mendez, Ty Duran, Garrett Clark, Dom Harris, and Jack Mendoza, the starters. And those guys are state champion offensive linemen as of tonight.
Yes, they are. It's exciting, and it's going to be a fun one to celebrate for sure.
The quarterback state championship legacy for the Hanson family continues with Asen tonight as he adds to that. Of course, it'll be a little while before there'll be another Hanson at quarterback. There's not another one coming anytime soon. Right?
Suspect this will be a while, but suspect it'll be a while.
But Asen Hanson was a nice article in the Oklahoman about him a couple of weeks ago, talking about him, his family, the legacy at quarterback, and his quest to bring a state championship to Jones. He has done it tonight. Struggled a little bit with some decision-making the way we saw it, and we could be wrong about that. The way we saw it, struggled a little bit with some decision-making, holding on to the ball a little long in the first half. Cleaned that up in the second half a lot.
Yes, and that's what it's about. You can't go into have maybe a bad first half or a tough first half and come into the second half and let it dictate what happens, especially when the score is 6-6 like it was tonight.
So 20-14 the final. The Jones Longhorns, your 2025 Class 2A1 Oklahoma State champions in football. Congratulations to Coach Kevin Witt and the rest of the coaching staff, including our offensive coordinator, Coach Durrell. And congratulations to all these players. A lot of seniors on the team. I'm just going to look at the roster and list out the seniors real quick. Asen Hanson, number 1, the quarterback. Tyshawn Rogers, a receiver. Senior, Carlos Hardiman, a receiver, a senior, Evan Collier, a receiver, a senior, Cash Marinko, who is the kicker, punter, backup quarterback, a senior, Colin Alexander, a receiver and defensive back, a senior, Dorian Wiley, defensive lineman, a senior, Coda Harris, a senior who comes in and he kind of play more of a fullback type position a lot of times on offense. We have Dom Harris, the center, a senior. Jack Mendoza, offensive lineman, a senior. Joe Cobbert, a lineman, a senior. And that rounds out the seniors for the Jones Longhorns. A lot of talent coming back. I know it sounds like we named a lot of guys, but there's a ton of talent coming back. We've got both running backs coming back. A lot of those talented receivers are coming back. That secondary is coming back. And so a lot of that linebacking core is coming back next year. Michael Renfro, Jesse Hernandez Jr. coming back on the defensive line next year. So expect this run of contending for state championships to continue in Jones, Oklahoma. Right now on the Oklahoma Sports Network, we're proud and happy to bring you the second state championship on our network this year. The Carl Albert Titans got it done again this year, and now the Jones Longhorns getting it done. Looking for a third tomorrow in the Class 3A and 4A state championships on the Oklahoma Sports Network. We're looking for the Elgin Owls to repeat as the Class 4A state champions as we cover them throughout the season. Tessa, it's been a blast working with you this year.
Yes, thanks for letting me join, even though my schedule is a little spotty. I appreciate it, and this sure has been fun.
And Cass, as I said, thank you for being our producer. You've done a great job. We're going to keep doing this on into basketball season, and we'll pick up again with football again next year. And then we have to thank Katrina Johnson, who has been our camera operator throughout the season, not able to broadcast the live stream of the video during the state championship games, but we really appreciate Katrina Johnson and her great job of being our camera operator. Thank you for being in our audience. We're going to want to thank our sponsors again real quick before we jump off. Bank First in Oklahoma, Bell Bonds by Tamara, Jones Nutrition, Hotella Construction, Jones Family Care, Jorge's Mexican Kitchen, the Longhorn Cafe, and Elemental Insulation. Elemental Insulation was our proud sponsor of that exciting fourth quarter. Remember, you can find them on Facebook or call them at 405-655-0373. This is Tracy Mussett, a.k.a. VDog. You can find my content at VDog Media on Facebook, Instagram, or on X at VDog Media. That's VDAWG. And we hope that you will find a way to watch and listen to high school sports on the Oklahoma Sports Network. Thank you for being in our audience tonight. And we're going to close out this state championship. Congratulations, Jones Longhorns.